You should be able to refresh now. We are back. Whether or not that actually split our VOD, it probably did. Twitch has not been giving us any time to recover at all as of late. I'm just going to check that out right now. Oh no, it split the VOD. Like, it didn't give me any time to recuperate at all. Really fucking pisses me off. Alright, let's get things going again. I'm probably going to have to fix up some of those matches. Because we all know how 2K works. When there's a crash, it messes with your entire universe. Let's see what kind of damage was done. Well, at least we had the start of the matchup yet. Gets increasingly frustrating having the crashes happen. I mean, after the last update, I had no problems, except for the last show we did. It for whatever reason crashed right at the end, but we had some good shows. No, now we have another new update, and what happens? We're back to crashing during the middle of a broadcast. Fucking makes me angry. Alright. Here we go. Let's see what damage was done to our show. Shall we? Alright, what do we got going on here? Alright, so everything is still in place. I just have to add back in the title matches. So that'll just take a few minutes. Oops, we don't want that one. Bear with me. Yeah, I gotta be honest, when this kind of thing happens, it makes me not even want to go live again. Just about done. One more to go. Ah, two more to go. See, for me personally, this just ruins the entire show. Now you got two VODs you gotta watch. Not everybody will watch both VODs. And although the count is the same, like on Twitch's end and Stream Elements end, it'll show as one VOD. But for whatever reason, Twitch itself splits my VOD. I fucking hate it. I'm beyond pissed off right now. Alright, let's get things rocking and rolling again with the third matchup. Again, we saw Mrs. Archer win the 10 Vixen Gauntlet Eliminator matchup, and then, of course, Drew McIntyre, who came in at number 2. Again, it was Gunther and Drew McIntyre that started that matchup. Then they were the final two in that matchup. And Drew McIntyre, of course, picks up the big W. Alright, so we're starting things off here again with the Legends Championship matchup, which we never got started. So here we go. Fatal 4-way elimination matchup, Falls Count Anywhere. It is Demon Razor from Team Boss Apollo. Kyle Riley from Team Life is Great. We got DJ Snowbeast. And of course, he's from Team DJ Snowbeast. And the one Elijah Archer, your Triple Crown champion. He is the TWA Television Champion. He is the One Champion. He is your People's Champion. And of course, he is the reigning, defending, undisputed Legends Champion. And that's going to seriously come into question tonight because he has some seriously stiff competition with each of those three gentlemen. But it is going to be a badass matchup. But that's next. Alright, let's see here. Going down in an earlier round. Sugar, we're going... oh, you're singing songs over there. We're crashing, you're singing songs. How dare you? Man, I had a fucking plans today and my family had to ruin that. Yeah, that does tend to happen. Life says, I'll watch both VODs. Samtastic29 rating with a party of 31. We got 31 invaders sneaking in. Welcome in, guys. Appreciate you being here. Welcome to episode number 592 here at TWA. This is actually one of our Fallout shows. We just had our 3rd annual Hall of Legends show the other day. So we got a little bit of Fallout from that show. And then, of course, we're going to be officially kicking off the road to our next big SPV for 2024. SPV being Stream Preview or Premium Live Event. Name your cliche. It is our next big SPV. It is our 4th annual TWA Bash at the Beach. And we're getting things kicked off with a bang tonight. Unfortunately, we had a bit of a crashing issue after our second matchup. So we have our first VOD with our first 2 matches of the night, and now we're going to proceed with the rest of our card on this VOD. But how's everybody doing? Welcome in. Can we get some shoutouts? Can we get a mod doing some shoutouts in there for me? We get a shoutout for Samtastic and Black Lantern 3D, Manchester. We want shoutouts for everybody. There we go. Alright, so what's everybody doing? What's new and exciting? Hopefully everybody's ready for a great show. We've got one hell of a... we got a 9-match card. We've already had 2, so we have 7 matches left on the docket. And again, this is a big show because it's a little bit of a Fallout show, and it's also kicking off the road to the next big stream preview here at TWA. It is episode number 592. We are only 8 shows away from 600, so it's exciting times around here right now. But here we go with the next match of the day. It is Demon Razor, Psychosis, Kyle Riley, DJ Snowbeast, and of course, the reigning, defending, undisputed Legends Champion, the one Elijah Archer. That is next. Let's get things rocking and rolling, shall we? Alright. Life says, I'm working on it. What are you working on? I don't even know what you're working on. Oh, the shoutouts. Okay. Appreciate that. We got to have some shoutouts going on. Manchester, what's new and exciting? How are you doing? The Shanana Lord, how you doing? Never fear, the imp is here. Appreciate you coming in. I appreciate everybody for coming in. Thanks for taking the time out of your day. Hopefully everybody enjoyed Samtastic29's show and stream. We appreciate you guys coming over and trusting our community with yours. Psychosis, Kyle Riley from Team Life is Great. Of course, Life is in the house right now. She's the one dishing out all of the shoutouts at the moment. Team Life is Great. One of our streamer teams was just inducted into our TWA Hall of Legends just the other day. Luke the Gooner. I am seriously surprised you're not already on this broadcast booth. Neither is Moonraider. I added Moonraider, but Moonraider is not in the house at the moment. But anyways, what's new and exciting? Samtastic. We really appreciate you, my man. I hope you had a great stream. Hope your show was great. Just appreciate you coming in and, of course, trusting our community with yours. But welcome into episode number 592. Moonraider's in the house. What's going on, Moonraider? Well, Moonraider entered the building. We cannot hear Moonraider. Whether he be on mute or having technical difficulties. I'm not sure which. Moonraider, are you there?
Yeah, man.
Luke says he's on the broadcast. Why do we not hear you then? There he is. Welcome in, Luke.
Oh, yeah?
How's Luke the Gooner doing?
I trying to
Do you guys have your audio shared and everything? Everything is good to go before you do start communicating with the masses?
Yeah, it's been a long time back, but this stuff now, like, I feel like dead.
Manchester, you're certainly welcome for the shout out. Had a blast tonight, dude. Just having lots of fun with it. How was your day? So my day was actually pretty relaxing. It was my day off.
Can you guys hear me?
I actually wanted to have this show running a little bit earlier than I did. It just didn't quite pan out the way I wanted. But we got the show on the go. We are here. We are live. And we're having a good time. You hear someone? I don't hear anybody. I don't hear Luke and I don't hear Moonraider. Why that is, I don't know.
Do you hear me now?
Yeah, I don't hear them. Can you guys hear them? Sam says he hears somebody. We all know you hear me. That goes without saying. Really? You know what? I had my volume turned way down. That could be why I don't hear them.
Can you hear me?
There he is. What's going on, Luke? I had the volume on my headset turned all the way down.
Don't worry. I've done that about 10 times.
That's fucking weird.
I did that and thought that my mic was broke, and I went to tell people, oh, my mic was broke, all of a sudden my dad's saying, I turned the volume up, and
we also have Moonraider in the house. What's going on, Moonraider?
I'm just chilling on phone.
Now that I can hear you, anyways. That's what it was. My volume was turned all the way down.
I see the technical. I see the fucking. I thought I'd
It's because I'm fucking Canadian.
You're fucking Canadian. Yeah. That's why you did.
Yeah. Between that and the fact that you showed up to the show late, how dare you? By the way. I mean, at least Moonraider had to be added. He was willing. I know. I know. It was, you know what, and I missed the broadcast booth because it's always an added fun element to the show, right? So it is what it is. There still will be some days where I may not be able to have one. It's just circumstances are the way they are right now. But did everybody what? Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. There's like maybe one other person, and you know, I'm not disturbing that many, so.
Yeah, did you tell?
No, I didn't. It was literally a last-minute decision. Just because the circumstances are what they are at the moment, I thought, fuck it, we're going live, and we're having a broadcast booth. You know? We'll see what happens with that.
I haven't done this in ages, and this feels so good. I know it's only like half the show, but still, I don't know.
That's right. Only's PC died.
You were talking until like I actually turned the volume up, and then I was like,
you had to turn your volume up too, yeah. Yeah, no, I've been live since the get-go. But yeah, for anybody that doesn't know, Oni's PC died, so he's not going to be extremely active with streaming for a little while.
What I was planning on doing was I was going to put it on in the background and just play a bit of Street Fighter, because we're doing no broadcast booth, haven't we? So
yeah.
That's what I've been doing the last couple of things.
Now, were you competing online in Street Fighter, or were you just playing?
Yeah, I'm playing right now. I'm trying to level up. You get different rankings for like the characters, so I'm trying to level up Cammy a bit. Cammy's really good because she's like really fast. So like.
Moon, do you like Street Fighter?
I've never played I've never played like the other game that I played was, and it was only for a short term period, was what the name of the game was, and it's free, the military Street Fighter.
What about
that was one of the guys that played the game with that played it.
It's a fucking hard game, man.
Have you played like Mortal Kombat?
I've never. The games that I played over the years, I played.
Oni said that at first Windows wouldn't boot, now it won't turn on at all. Yeah, that sucks, Oni. Now, Oni did say that, I don't know if he's mentioned it so far, but Oni did say that he's going to have a new PC in the fairly, not too far in the distant future type of thing.
I gotta be honest, like, Street Fighter 6 is just a miles better game than Mortal Kombat 1, isn't it? It's probably better than the answer. I do mean Mortal Kombat 1 is shit, but it's just kind of changed too much to my liking of the game. It's just like, what's kind of going after that?
Manchester says, blame my wrestler, Oni. He broke your ring. Now your PC. Well, way to go, Manchester. I'm just throwing that out there for Oni. How dare you?
Manchester, is you support Manchester United?
How dare you break Oni's ring and PC?
Manchester City. How dare you support Manchester City?
How dare you support Manchester City?
Doesn't he support Manchester City, the champions?
Luke's, of course, an Arsenal, Team Arsenal fan.
I'm a Chelsea.
Competing against City for the Premier League.
Manchester says, yes, I do support Manchester United. We're gonna have a football rivalry going on here. I can just smell it coming.
Manchester United used to have a big long rivalry over the 20 years ago, man. Competing for the league.
Did you like football, Moon?
Yeah, I like football.
Do you?
Chelsea and Barcelona more focus on the English team.
I always wondered why they called. I always wondered.
Chelsea have a rivalry as well.
You ever wonder why American football is called football? I mean, I gotta tell you.
I don't get it. Every time I try to watch it, I think it's just stupid and I turn it off.
I honestly think they only like it because of the violence that's incorporated into it. I'm not gonna lie.
But anybody that likes that, I'm just saying, like.
I mean, I don't mind watching it. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I liked it.
I don't know if it's because I'm English.
I liked it. I liked it a lot better before they admitted to, like, rigging games for betting and deflating balls and all the other shit they were caught doing. But I never, they hardly ever touch that ball with their foot, right? It's mostly played with their arms and hands, and it is shaped like an egg. It is more like hand egg than it is football.
If you call it egg balls, I think we get kicked off.
Yeah, I'm assuming that probably wouldn't work out well for merchandising, Yeah. But football, it barely ever touches their feet. Their feet are moving. They are running with a ball. Life says, but then you might as well watch hockey. I mean, I like hockey better. Ice hockey's awesome. You'd rather watch NBA? You're a basketball fan? What's your favorite team?
Yeah, I'm a Lakers fan.
You're a Lakers fan, yeah?
Yes.
I still watch basketball from time to time, but I'm not as big as a fan I was when I was younger. I mean, I don't care who says what. The quality of basketball is not the same as it used to be. I think that goes with any sport these days. They've made a lot of rule changes, and especially in hockey. Hockey's changed quite a bit, but it's still good.
In football, your toes offside. You're offside in football. It's stupid. Honestly, it's fucking stupid. How can somebody be offside with their little toes fucking offside? They're fucking
I've always liked European football better than American football, that's for sure. But we actually have football in Canada too. We have the CFL, but I mean it's.
Can you watch European football?
Can I do what?
Can you actually watch European football?
I can, yeah.
Football Ireland.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
Just throw on BT Sports and away I go. Yeah, that's what I watch it on. I watch a lot of things on BT Sports, actually, to be fair.
How can you get BT Sports over there?
I mean, there's ways to do so.
Oh, yeah. I know what you mean now.
You're trying to get me to incriminate myself. How dare you?
I have a 5-6.
Sam says, yeah, and UTD won the majority against Arsenal. He said, we had this conversation during my show. Infinite Only says, it's called soccer. Well, I mean, actually, it's football. Soccer isn't... It was called football before it was called soccer, but it definitely is called both now.
Manchester United was like literally the most dominant team for ages, to win everything. Alex Ferguson
They used to win everything back then.
Yeah, soccer's the North American term, yeah. I mean, they do say soccer in Canada too now, but that, you know, when I was younger, when I was learning to play soccer, it was still called football here too. But like anything else, Canada slowly became Americanized, so Canada is a shell of its former self, in my opinion. Leg ball, not football. Yeah, well, I don't know. Run ball? I don't know what you would call it, man, because, I mean, they do a lot of running, they do a lot of throwing. What they do not do a lot of doing is kicking. You know? American football, I think they just liked the name. They do occasionally kick it. It is a ball, and they thought that would market it better. Maybe they were trying to confuse people from, like, Europe and the UK and shit. We'll just call it football. They'll tune in thinking they're watching soccer, and they'll just be blown away by our fucking level of violence and the size of the men running into each other on our field. I don't know. Yo, Jack. What's going on, Jack? Sir Jack, the greatest, is in the house. Just doing exciting, buddy. Appreciate you being here. You missed the first two matches, though. We ended up crashing after the second match. It pissed me off. I fucking hate when that happens. Every other time they do an update, it causes issues. That's all I got to say about that. Oh, somebody was eliminated. Holy Jesus. Kyle Riley went airborne there and dropped Archer right on his neck and shoulders. Are we down to Kyle Riley and Elijah Archer here? That is Demon Razor that was eliminated. I wasn't really paying attention for a moment because I've been paying attention to the chat room. But it looks like it might be down to Kyle Riley and the reigning defending Legends champion. Of course, to compete for the Legends Championship, you do have to be inducted into the Hall of Legends and/or... Wow, look at that. It was down to Kyle Riley and Elijah Archer, and that is it. That is all, ladies and gentlemen. The winner of the match and your new Legends champion, hailing from Team Life is Great. It is Psychosis. Kyle Riley going home with the Legends gold. Congratulations to Team Life is Great. Can we get a shout out for Life, please? Kyle Riley, of course, a member of the Wolfpack, multiple-time champion once again. And it's been a hot minute. It's been a hot minute since Kyle Riley... I mean, you could go to Discord and look through the history books. I can't remember how long it's been, but it's been a hot minute since Kyle won gold. He is now your Legends champion. He is defeated. And he didn't just defeat anybody for this. It's not like it was just a regular fatal four-way. He got to pin the champion himself. Dethroned is Elijah Archer. So I was wrong, right? Because I did say initially I thought the first championship Archer might lose would be the one championship. But then I got thinking about it, and I thought, well, the Legends Championship is defended more often than the one championship, and quite often there's more than one person involved in Legends Championship matchups. So I mean, it's a greater chance of him losing, and he did. And not just anybody. Kyle Riley has dethroned the one Elijah Archer. We have a new Legends champion. Yeah, that rage. What am I? Rage of what? Sorry, what did I miss? I got to catch up on the...
I'm talking to Sam.
Oh, you're talking to Sam. Okay, gotcha. All right.
You mentioned the ultimate thing I said it was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I should know. I should know that.
They could well do better chance than most, for sure. You guys must be talking about Team Arsenal. Yeah, we're talking about Team Arsenal. Luke's favorite team, by the way. The only thing he likes more than Team Arsenal is Mickey James. Right? That's the way that works here. He's got a shrine. Anybody that knows Luke knows that Luke the Gooner has a shrine. He's got posters on his ceiling, walls, action figures, lunch pails. He literally has panties. He bought a pair of panties, allegedly worn by Mickey James, on eBay for $798.87. He is always adding things. He's got Mickey James candles. It's insane what the man has for a shrine in his house. But anyways, Sam says MJ is incredible. Well, actually, she is. She's, in my opinion, is one of the very best wrestlers in the women's division ever. Ever.
Mickey James is the best wrestler in my opinion.
Mickey James? Oh, if Mickey James had an OnlyFans. Yeah, I doubt that'll ever happen. I don't think Nick would be too impressed with that. I'm just saying. I'm going to throw that out there. I don't speak for Nick, but I'm assuming. Nick wouldn't be very happy.
Nick Aldis is a lucky man.
He's a very lucky man. Because I got to tell you, how old is Mickey James right now? But she looks amazing for her age.
Mickey James is 44 years old.
Yeah, I thought she was somewhere around there. I knew she was a bit younger than me, but I wasn't sure by how much. Nick is a great guy. He's also a great wrestler.
Mickey James is fucking amazingly hot though, like 44 years old. Like
best alongside
and of course, the infamous rivalry between Mickey James and Trish Stratus was one of the hottest rivalries ever. Of course, when Mickey James first came in, she came in as this like stalker chick. She was stalking Trish Stratus because Trish Stratus was her idol, her hero.
Yeah.
But that was such a great storyline and a great feud, and they put on such a great match. But as great as Trish Stratus is, I still think like they give her a little bit too much credit because Mickey was better even then.
Oh, Mickey James has always been better.
Mickey James was a better wrestler but maybe Trish had the edge on the microphone or something. But to me, I don't know. Mickey was always pretty much good.
Maybe Trish had more charisma, as in character.
Maybe in the very beginning, yeah. Maybe in the very beginning, but I mean, Mickey James very quickly took that ball and ran.
Mickey James always been better to me. Always been my favourite. Trish is number 2 women to me, but I do like Trish as well.
Oh yeah, me too. Obviously, I'm fucking Canadian, man. She's a Canadian bombshell, of course. And Maurice, of course, from Montreal. She's hot as well.
Mickey James is just better, in my opinion. He's just so weird.
No, well, I agree with you there. I always thought Mickey was the better wrestler, but Trish she deserves her due diligence. Don't get me wrong; she's done a lot for the business. She was a very good performer. 7-time women's champion. So I mean, but I just think she gets. I think more credit needs to be given to, because when they were having the very first women's revolution to build the division, it was Mickey and Trish that did that. Then came Lita and everybody else, but Trish and Mickey though were the ones that got that whole thing started. Were what drew people's eyes back to the women's division. So, but you don't ever hear in conversation Mickey being credited for that. I don't know why. All right, before we continue though, next matchup is for the TAW World Tag Team Championship. It is a Tornado Tag Team matchup. We've got Isla Dawn, Alba Fire taking on Dr. Britt Baker and Dangerous Amber Extreme. They are the Outlaws. And they are, of course, your new TAW Women's World Tag Team Champions from the 3rd annual Hall of Legends show. That is next.
The thing is, WWE always wanted to do Mickey James dirty, looking by
Let's turn and burn. All right, sorry, say that again.
WWE always wanted to do Mickey James dirty, by just putting her in, kind of like.
993 is unlucky.
Party thought she was fat for some bizarre reason. I don't know why. Whoever the hell thought Mickey James was fat, he shot the other.
Strife says Aldis versus Drew Max would be a great rivalry.
And then it's a bit they wanted to call her old for being fucking 40 years old. It just doesn't make any sense.
Well, I mean, there was a time where that was, because things are different now, right? Yeah, things have changed a lot. You go back 20 years, people that were in their 40s look like they were in their 60s. People are in better shape, they're eating healthier, things are just different. 40 now, you know, most of them are still good to go. Most of them are still good to go. So it's a different world, that's for sure. Oni says, wasn't it Trish and Lita that was the first main event women's title and The Rock referee? I actually remember when The Rock refereed their match.
I would still say TNA Mickey James is better than WWE Mickey James, though.
Well, I mean, except for that initial feud between Trish and Mickey, but other than that, yeah, I think
you know what? The first WWE run of Mickey James was actually really good. So the second one, now you know how happy it was.
Yeah, we won't even get you started on that. Not that it matters. I think we pretty much all agree. Yeah, I think we all agree with that. We all agree that that second run was atrocious. The Artiverse, did we win? Yeah, you did. Yeah. Yep. The card. So DJ Snowbeast is winning currently with poker. I think he has 3 of a kind ones. All he had to do was beat a pair of aces 10 high today. Or 9 high, one of the two, I can't remember which one it was. But yeah, DJ Snowbeast has 3 of a kind ones. I forget what his high card is.
Do you like 24 better than 23 then? Or do you think that this game is...
I mean, I think 2023 and 2024 are different years.
What, 2K? I'm not about 2K, I like the game.
You know, I don't discuss stuff like that during my shows. Nice try, though, Luke.
Shut up.
It's because you're fucking British. Almost a straight... Where? Oh, yeah. Well, I mean... Yeah. It's a small straight. It is not a large straight, though. Who else played poker? I'm just making sure I didn't miss anything. 993 unlucky. Nobody's come close with the jackpot yet. Numbers are 033 and 088. And of course, you just have to come within 10 digits of the actual number.
I think we need to discuss everything.
We need to discuss what?
We need to discuss everything. I think everything that... We need to discuss everything on here. We need to expose everyone's secrets.
We'll just talk about anything and everything to make up for lost time.
Yeah.
832 unlucky, 400 unlucky, 228 unlucky. Man, the jackpot has been tough lately.
I would say this game is probably better than 23, but it's fucking pissing me off at the same time.
Yeah. I mean,
it's just fucking winding me up.
2K's got to do better with their DLCs, that I do know.
Well, the fuck's all, but what the fuck these fucking... Even the tough ones just can't
like, the Pat McAfee DLC, why? That's what you... It is.
The whole, like...
The enhancement talent pack.
Oni with the ban hammer.
The enhancement talent pack.
Wasted no time. Thank you for that, Oni. Appreciate that. We don't want any bot holes here.
The jobber net. I didn't want to use the jobber net. The jobber word, because as because of Dustin Rosa tweeted it out saying about enhancement talent, not jobbers.
Amber Extreme out the back door just to get attacked from behind by Alba Fire.
You know what would have been better? Why didn't they just add NXT people into the game?
I don't know.
You could have had Pat right. You just added a bunch of NXT wrestlers.
I mean, listen, I'm not saying I don't like Pat McAfee. I think he's a good talent. I think he's great on commentary, but I don't think having him and his crew as a DLC is worth it. You know? I'd rather have updated content for any changes that have happened over the last couple of months, or somebody that is more interesting to utilize within the game itself.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, Oni, before I forget, I did see your question earlier about if Post Malone was in the house. He's been after Humboldt's championship. Well, actually, Humboldt's lost his championship, so he too will be on Wrestle Wars Genesis, which is, of course, not until next week. Next Wednesday, I believe, is Wrestle Wars Genesis. And, of course, we're going to be unveiling a brand new arena for Wrestle Wars Genesis, so that's exciting. When he says, had some okay themes on the Pat. Well, I mean, yeah, fuck those guys. I agree with that. Fuck those guys. Again, I don't mind him being added into the game. I think he's a fantastic addition to any commentary team. But I have yet to tune into a wrestling e-fed where they're legitimately using Pat McAfee or any of his TV crew. I haven't, anyways. I don't know if anybody else has. Not like I've watched every single wrestling show that runs on a daily basis, but I watch quite a few and check it on some of the new refeds that I've never seen before, etc. I don't see people using the Pat McAfee DLC. I don't.
I didn't even come.
You know what else I don't see them utilizing is the War Games matchup very often. I see some here and there. You know why? Because they still haven't given us the ability to customize it. They did that with the Elimination Chamber for a couple of years, and then finally they gave us the ability. Like I can create my own Elimination Chamber matchup and have my custom ring and arena. I still don't have that same capability with the War Games matchup. And who wants to take the? Who wants to take the? You should be able to in Universe.
All right.
Yeah. Who wants to have and take the time out of their day to create a custom e-fed for their community, right? And have a custom show for everybody, and then all of a sudden, in the middle of your show, you've got an NXT War Games ring right in the center of your arena. You know what I mean? It's just stupid. They need to fix that problem. Oh, look at that, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is all the winners of the World Tag Team Championship matchup, and still TAW World Tag Team Champions representing Team Joe Link, the Outlaws, Dangerous Amber Extreme, and Dr. Britt Baker going home with their gold. So congratulations to Team Joe Link. If we can get a shout out for Team Joe Link, I'd appreciate that. Sam says that some crows in his E-Fed are using Pat's end. You have crows wrestling on your show? That's weird, man. I've never tuned into a show where there were animals wrestling. Actually, that's not entirely true. I did see Scooby-Doo one time on a show. I can't remember what channel I was on, but they had Scooby-Doo. Of course, Sam has no fucking clue what I'm talking about. He's like, what in the fuck are you talking about? He said nothing about no fucking crows. It's just a long-running joke. We don't use the term "caw" here. It is a superstar or a wrestler. You say "caw," and we say "caw, caw, bang, fuck, I'm dead." There's no crows here. This is not Smallville. You're no longer in Smallville, Sam.
I've never seen Smallville, mate.
Why did Sam's message get? Why did he get timed out? Oh, you know why? Is Caw on the ban list? Somebody want to untime Sam out, please?
Oh no, that's right, Jordan.
I mean, if it's people that have been here for a large amount of time, I don't mind people being timed out. But new people sometimes are like, "What in the fuck is going on right now? Why am I timed?" Because they may not know about the list of Archer, they may not know about any of our inside jokes or anything like. You know what I mean? So you kind of got to explain that to them. If they come back later and do it again, that's their problem. But we can't just be timing people out without explaining what's going on. So yeah, if we can get that removed. Oh, thank you, Oni. Appreciate that. You about left? Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, we got to make sure that we explain that to people. No, it's just long-running jokes. We try to keep the illusion of the show going. So if, by not using certain terms, we try to accomplish that. But you got people like Luke that like to fuck around and do it anyways. There's always going to be people like that. We just have to correct them. We gotta take our stand. Sam says he gets that totally. Yeah, it doesn't always work out because, like I said, we have a bunch of villains here. They're a bunch of professional trolls and villains. They're all awesome people, don't get me wrong, but they like to troll shit. So it's no wonder we even have the list of Archer anymore because people just do it anyway. My wrestler utilizes Pat. Yeah, Pat. I mean, I think a lot of people were excited about Pat McAfee's entrance. Not necessarily for him specifically to utilize, but a lot of people were waiting for that entrance.
I'm not using those other characters on my E-Pad, but I was using them. I'm not doing it. Fuck that. I don't give a shit.
Oh, and he's like, it pissed me off at first too. Yeah, I think a lot of people, like I said, if you're new, And suddenly you're just timed out for seemingly no reason. It's like, what in the blue hell just happened? But all right, let's move on to the next matchup. Again, congratulations to Joe Link and the Outlaws. It is the men's turn now. Up next, another Tornado Tag Team matchup. This is a... What were you going to say? Sorry. Luke always wants to interrupt me.
I like to ask your people about in the chat.
Luke just likes to hear himself talk. He does not care that you're all waiting for an announcement on the matchup. He just likes to hear himself talk.
I don't give a fucking shit in the world.
See? It's because he's fucking British, I'm telling you. But anyways, up next it is the Undisputed Kingdom, coming from Team Honeybee HCW, led by Adam Cole, of course. They are defending their titles against Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford. They are the Street Profits. They are the #1 contenders, ranked. And they are ready to go. Ready for, if they are looking for a fight, they want those tag team championships. They're going to have to go through Matt Taven and Mike Bennett to get them, but that is next. So anyways, Luke, you can continue now.
Why is he called January if it's like a month of like a fucking...
I mean, I know people named April.
Really?
I don't know anybody named February, March, June. I do know somebody named August. One person only. That's it. But yeah. She is the coldest bitch on the planet. So, technically speaking, January is a fitting name.
January is my birthday month.
If it only says, I named her after the month I was born. There you go. I'm not even sure I knew that. He probably told me. I just don't remember.
That's a good reason for it, to be honest.
That is a very good reason. Sam says, I am also a January baby.
My birthday's in January the 31st.
Sorry, what's your birthday?
January. What?
Yours is January 31st, is that what you said?
Yeah, it's January 31st, my birthday.
Nice.
Almost 7 days before Christmas.
7 days before Christmas. That's gotta suck. I mean, I only know it because, I mean, I was born December 31st, so I know that when I was younger, birthdays and Christmas kind of get intertwined and you get fucked over by somewhere. Yeah, either get less Christmas presents or you get less birthday presents. You're getting something going on there.
When you get older, life sucks because you don't get as much.
That's true. That is true.
It just becomes like, oh, what did you get? Oh, I got fucking like what deodorant spray.
Deodorant spray, underwear, socks.
I got fucking socks.
You get the bare essentials. Today is actually Boss Apollo's birthday. So when he pops back into the chat, do feel free to wish him a happy birthday.
Although this Christmas I got the World Heavyweight Championship replica belt. That is a fucking good Christmas present.
That is a great Christmas present. Who bought you that? You bought that for yourself or somebody?
My dad bought.
Your dad bought it for you. Nice.
Yeah, the rest comes from my dad. My dad's a wrestling fan as well.
I mean, arguably, of course, the two biggest places in the world for pro wrestling are the UK and Canada. We have the craziest... Well, I mean, yeah, American, but they're still not as wild as some of the places in Europe and the UK and Canada. Like, our arenas are fucking loud. You know what I mean? The Minitron floats. What Minitron? Sorry, am I missing something? Do we have some villainy going on with the stage? I'm gonna have to pay attention now. The Street Profits. All right, who thinks the Street Profits are going to take home these titles? Do you guys think they're going to dethrone the Undisputed Kingdom? What's your thought process here? I mean, Street Profits have been chasing gold for a while now. Undisputed Kingdom, no strangers to gold. They've already been world champions. They are once again world champions. I don't know. It's a tough one for me.
When it comes to holidays, it's always freezing fucking cold, isn't it?
When it comes to holidays?
Every October the 31st, it's always fucking cold.
I mean, when it comes to winter holidays, it's always cold. I wouldn't really think that, summer break is very cold. I suppose it depends on where you live, but...
You don't know if it's going to rain, because one day you rain and then you fucking sunny the next day.
Of course, the title is on the line in this one, guys. And don't be surprised if history is made here tonight. I know the champions will do it.
Matt Taven and Mike Bennett, your reigning, defending, undisputed TAW World Tag Team Champions. In the house. I gotta message my daughter. She keeps trying to call me, but I am busy.
I recently got a Samsung phone. They pretty nice phone, to be honest.
You got a Samsung phone? What did you have? Like, you just got one? What did you have before that?
The other one, it started to be like really slow. My other phone I had from fast to first it. So it was still like a Samsung with like the one down, I think. I got the one up. Like,
oh, okay.
I just upgraded a bit.
All right. Sorry, I had to message my mini she. She kept trying to call me on FaceTime, but I told her I'd call her back a little later. I just
look up like wrestling on my phone, like after transfer these days.
I'm still in a bit of a funk because we crashed earlier. I fucking hate that. I'll be honest. I do not like having my VOD split in two. Because like I said, when they give me my stream report, it'll look like it was all one show, but they don't give you any recover time. No recovery time at all anymore.
Because when you stream through the console, it blocks your fucking screen, doesn't it?
But you're supposed to have 90 seconds, and they just do not give it to you. They do not give it to you. You know, another thing I got to look at is
somebody's going to go watch it, right? And something
I think it might have something to do with the auto-publish being off. I should check that out. After the last update, it turned the auto-publish off, so now I got to publish my own VODs. Maybe if I turn that back on, it'll make a difference with the connection between Twitch and the PlayStation, you know what I mean? I don't know. But yeah, I usually have to publish my own VODs these days. And that only started happening after one of the last updates. And by the way, I do not like the new Twitch app at all. Oh, it's very annoying. I fucking hate it. Oni says, what sucks about my computer dying is all my logos are gone. Well, I probably have some of those for you, Oni. I would have your original NPW, and I would also have the new logo for you. So I have at least that. Now the wife is messaging me. There we go. All right. Responded to the mini she, responded to the wife. I'm not sleeping in the doghouse tonight. Have you gotten our logo up yet? You were talking... Yeah, it's on Discord. It is not in any of the arenas or anything at the time being. I do have plans for that later, though. Especially for any logos that are in our Hall of Legends section. But yeah, if you go to Discord and look at the Hall of Legends section, Strife, you'll see your new logo. Holy shit, but I didn't even see that match end. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is all. The winners of the match, and still your TAW World Tag Team Champions, Mike Bennett, Matt Taven. They are the Undisputed Kingdom, and they are still your Undisputed World Tag Team Champions. And congratulations to Team Honeybee Wrestling. If we can get a shout out for Honeybee, I guess I could do it myself.
Shannon's been clean of the hide. HCW and Edge,
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know if she's just busy with work or what's going on, but yeah, you're right.
I think she's got to revamp it, I think.
She could be doing that. We haven't really spoken much about that in particular, but I do know, though, you know, she has the best all-women's fed in all of Twitch.
Yeah, I haven't seen one like that, to be honest.
Oni says, Honeybee. She hasn't streamed her show lately. Infinite says logos, face textures, whole 9 yards. Yeah, you lost a lot of stuff. Well, I can at least help you with a couple of your logos. That I can do. And if you want any of the logos that Johnny Rainbow has, I can of course pass those off to you as well. Alright, let's continue on with the show. Here we go. And the next match of the day, it is a one-on-one matchup between K Merc, one of the fastest rising newcomers in recent months, from Team Korean Mercenary, taking on Poindexter, aka Professor Pollux, who just won that championship back at the Hall of Legends show. Defeated he took the belt from Zach Payne, who originally took it from Poindexter. He got it back. So there's a bit of a rivalry there going on. We'll see what happens with that going forward. But tonight, though, it is not Zach Payne. It is K Merc challenging for the TAW Pure Wrestling Championship. Can he dethrone Poindexter, though? Can he take that title off of the waist of Professor Pollux? That is the question you have to ask yourself right now. But without further ado, let's get the show on the go. It is K Merc versus Poindexter for the TAW Pure Wrestling Championship. Here we go. Team Froggy Mothlegs and Team Korean Mercenary going head to head. Honeybee is likely sleeping right. No, we don't mean what. We were not wondering why she's not here. We're just saying she hasn't run her show lately. Like the Queen of the Hive shows, she hasn't run any.
Yeah, HCW.
HCW. But we do think she's revamping the show, so it might have something to do with that. Yeah, she hasn't been feeling it. Oh, she hasn't been feeling it, okay. I have my stuff in game just for future games. Gotcha. Well, at least you have some backups. Always good to have backup. That way you don't lose absolutely everything, which can happen. I've had that happen to me before. Look at right near the end of Season 1. Before I even knew it was a problem that existed, like, 2K18 literally ate itself.
2K18...
I didn't even know that was a thing. After it happened, I'm Googling information about it, and all these people talking about how the exact same thing happened to them. It just literally ate itself. No idea why or what happened with that, but the game just decided it did not want to be in existence anymore and annihilated anything I had done. So Season 2, I had... and I was too stupid to have backups for anything back then, so I lost literally everything. Lost it all. Yeah. It's probably Moonraider's fault. That's what I feel like. We'll blame Moonraider.
So that was around about the last time Moondust was part of it, because in studies UK19 round about nearer to that in that time frame. I think it was when Moondust was part of it.
2K has way too many issues, you know. They need to do better.
How can you charge like 100 fucking something, like pounds or whatever, or dollars or whatever you fucking want to call it, and have that amount of these glitches? Like,
I know.
Like,
well, I remember
I paid like £90 on the game.
before 2K22 came out. There was talk of them switching potentially to EA Sports, and I know some people have problems with EA. I like their sports games though, and I actually think that EA would build a beautiful wrestling game.
Nah, I don't think so.
I do. I disagree. I've never had an issue with any EA like hockey games or anything, and they've got their GM modes and their universe modes, which they call career mode. They're always
too much an old thing though on paper, to be fair. But...
And the graphics would be mint too. I think they'd produce a better game than 2K. I really do. Always good to take a break, Strife said. Yeah, I know, I still haven't gone and got my coffee yet. I should probably do that. Oh, Strife was reminding me I had a break. I was going to actually go, or actually, was it during the last matchup? I was going to go and grab myself a beverage, and we just got chatting and discussing things.
Oh, I mean, okay.
It's been a hot minute since we had a broadcast booth, so, it's nice to have the convos going on during the show. But I am going to go grab a beverage. I did, yeah. That was during season 1.
NHL 24, I got the free on PlayStation Plus.
Geez, I think I was using NHL 19 back then. I'd have to check. I don't remember. It's been a while, but that was during season 1. Because we had an ongoing storyline where Archer had purchased himself a hockey team. He always wanted to own a hockey team. So, he owned his own...
Oh, you actually had a hockey league?
I did, yeah. Nice. For a little while.
I'd be invested in that.
I mean, I've thought about...
We don't have time to do it. That's the thing, do we?
I have definitely thought about getting a hockey league going again, and we could do very much the same thing. We could have streamer teams have their own hockey players, and we could build teams and have tournaments and seasons. But before I even consider that, I would have to get the up-to-date game, because I haven't...
He is UFC games are pretty shit, aren't they?
Yeah. All right, here we go. It is K Merck versus Professor Pollux for the TAW Pure Wrestling Championship. That is happening right now. All right, so before we continue that conversation, I am going to take Strife's suggestion, and I'm going to take a quick break and go and grab myself a beverage. So I'll be right back, but you guys are in good hands. You got Moon Raider on here. You've got Luke the Gooner. I mean, you can always get Luke talking about the Shrine. You can get him talking about football. There's a number of things you could talk about that Luke could be interested in. Specifically, if you're a fan of the fact that sometimes Mickie James likes to work for the HCW concession stands. Rather than wrestling in the ring, she signs autographs and hands out brewskis, hot dogs and brewskis. He's not a fan of that. He thinks that Mickie is above that and shouldn't be doing those kinds of things. But I mean, hey, I don't run HCW. I'm just telling you what happens there. It is not my fault. I mean, I employ Mickie on our roster. She's part of a tag team. She's been the Legends champion. We love Mickie. HCW though, she is serving hot dogs and brewskis and signing autographs in the concession stands. I don't know. All right. You guys enjoy Luke, enjoy Moon Raider, enjoy the match. I'll be back in just a few moments.
I just hit a perfect on somebody with Fury and Street Fighter. I just hit a perfect on somebody. I just finished my first matches and I finished on gold with Fury. He was actually quite good. What the fuck? What?
This title match already trending on social media. The challenger knows he has a good chance of becoming champion tonight. Yeah, now we're talking. This is it, guys. The title is up for grabs here. And this might be the most highly anticipated title defense in recent memory. champion, but he is determined to prove his doubts wrong.
Introducing the challenger, weighing in at 215 pounds, he and his opponent from the United States of America, weighing in at 223 pounds, the All-Star Pure Wrestling Champion, the Professor.
Oh my god, what the hell?
The challenger not taking their
Yeah, Cody Rhodes is not dropping that championship before WrestleMania. Dropping too.
I think he's going to drop that title to Randy.
No, he ain't dropping that belt, is he? Come on, let's be honest. Like, he's going to go in for the next WrestleMania. He's champion, isn't he?
Yeah, he's going to go with in WrestleMania champion.
Did he go face the Rock?
I think that's what they're going to do, where put him against the Rock or something.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're in store for something special. He had it scouted. Great strength being shown here. I'll just leave it at this. Nobody comes into a match hoping to get chucked around like that. Put it in the corner now. Oh, what a kick. Targeting the arm. This has got to hurt. The champ put a lot of strain on their opponent's arm there. Countered it just in time. And this one might be headed ringside. Lining it up. Catches a punch. What a chops. He saw this one coming.
It was 2019, that's what it was. I mean, there is a Ruben Banner, but there's a Ruben over there. We're giving a superstar wrestler like who's lost their under or even like somebody that's been way too.
He saw it coming, taking advantage. Followed up by another to the chest. Oh my goodness, dribbling the opponent's head like a basketball. Almost drove through the ring. Oh my God. And he powers out. Able to squeeze that shoulder out. So close. Look at this. Just unloading.
I have returned. What have I missed? Anything new and exciting going on? Did you guys get in any of the heated debates?
Do you think he's going into WrestleMania as the champion?
Going into WrestleMania as the champion? That was my question of the show, is do you think that he will drop the title prior to WrestleMania? I'm up in the air on it, only because, I mean, ever since last WrestleMania, they've been pushing Cody Rhodes versus The Rock, right? Now, first and foremost, I'm not sure how many fans, although we all love The Rock, I don't know how many fans want to see The Rock getting involved when it comes to the WWE Undisputed Championship. So, I mean, is it a possibility he loses the title for a little while? Maybe The Rock costs him the title. Maybe Solo somehow picks up that title. He's supposed to fight The Rock at WrestleMania, though. Is it going to be Rock versus... Is it going to be the People's Champion versus the Undisputed Champion? I don't know. Mufasa says, Archer, what are your thoughts about Mufasa and Santos Escobar fighting backstage? I mean, we don't condone violence like that from our talent backstage, but it does happen. I mean, look what happened. Alan Severn has attacked several people backstage. JC, not too long ago, beat the crap out of Braun Breaker and removed him from the Coalition. I still, to this day, don't know what that was about. Braun Breaker, I thought, was a great addition to the Coalition, but apparently JC, upon return, didn't think he belonged. That was weird. Beat the shit out of him backstage like twice, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But I mean, would I be surprised to see Mufasa and Santos Escobar get into it backstage? No, not really. I mean, they've had pretty heated rivalry since Mufasa inked a contract and came into the business, you know, so. But I mean, whatever. I've got really no thoughts on that, other than, you know, if they're fighting, I want to see it. Santos punched Mufasa for, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the way it went, yeah. I started shit with everyone backstage. Cage loves a good scrap, and I have to agree, yeah, Cage does. By the way, Cage and Humboldt, what a team that is.
I know, right?
I know, I never would have saw that one coming.
That's a deadly thing, by the way.
Well, I mean, Cage came into, I mean, he came into the, well, faction, I guess, the occult, because it used to be Braun Strowman, Ricochet, Humboldt. Now it is literally down to Humboldt and Brian Cage. But I mean, Brian Cage came in and just started dominating the scene. He was defeating all of his opponents. But apparently,
We're ready, yeah.
Yeah, I'm still.
It didn't let me send you a present request, can you send one to me?
No, the reason why the settings is like that is because of some randoms used to send me friend requests back a number of years ago. Back in
So are you guys trying to do it through the consoles, or are you trying to do it through the app?
We're doing it through the consoles.
Okay. You can do it through the app too. Wow, look at that! Holy shit! I mean, I missed most of the match, so I don't really know what happened, but goddamn, we have a championship changing hands currently. The winner of the match, ladies and gentlemen, and your new TAW Pure Wrestling Champion coming out of Team Korean Mercenaries Camp. It is K. Merck going home with the gold. He's your new TAW Pure Wrestling Champion. Congratulations to K. Merck. And we should probably get a shout out going for the Korean Mercenary. Now I just have to remember if his name is the or just Korean Mercenary. Do you remember, Luke? Is it the Korean Mercenary or is it just Korean Mercenary?
What did you say?
Are one of our streamer teams, are they Korean Mercenary or are they the Korean Mercenary?
I think it's the Korean Mercenary.
You think it's the Korean? Okay. I mean, they're not here at the moment.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean they don't deserve a shout out. That channel does not exist. Okay, let's try another one.
Sometimes I say people saying something all the time and you don't know about it.
That one doesn't work either. I don't know. Hopefully Korean Mercenary pops in. Because now I'd have to go to Discord, and I'm far too lazy for that, just to figure out exactly what it is he has for the spelling of his streamer team name. Are you looking? I'm too lazy for that. We both know I'm not gonna. Alright, we know this. Archer is not doing that. Alright, so we are about to hit the betting line rounds. So we're going to be opening up the betting lines for the next 3 matches. So let's get things underway here. Move along to our 7th match of the afternoon. And it is the women's turn. This matchup is for the women's TAW Pure Wrestling Championship. It is Queen Dust. And that, of course, coming straight out of Team Moon Raider 25's camp. taking on the new Pure Wrestling champion, Penny Lane. She took that belt at the Hall of Legends from Dangerous Amber Extreme, one of the best to ever lace them up. Queen Dust had a very, very good matchup at the Hall of Legends herself as she took on Melissa Diamond. She was unable to complete her agenda. She was unable to beat Melissa Diamond and take that championship home. But tonight she plans on attempting to take home gold one more time. This time it is Penny Lane, our new Pure Wrestling champion. That's our next matchup. Moon, what do you think? Queen Dust and Penny Lane. What do you think? You've seen both of them wrestle. Obviously, you're going to be a little biased towards your own wrestler, but what do you think of Penny Lane? Her rise and her...
I've never seen her wrestle.
Oh, you haven't seen her wrestle, so this is not... I mean, Queen Dust has never wrestled Penny Lane before, so I mean, this... I don't know what... If Queen Dust watches a lot of footage from past matches, maybe she watches videos while she's training and getting ready for her upcoming match. I don't know how that works, but... Penny Lane does come from Team Dr. What, yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. I thought it was that.
Yeah. Penny Lane and Shay Starling. Or wait a minute. No, not Shay Starling. Penny Lane and what is the other wrestler's name?
It gets quite annoyed after a lot of these because a lot of people weren't enjoying this a bit, so he got annoyed and he stopped.
All right, so I'm going to open up the betting line right now. All right, so who walks out? TAW Pure Champion. Is it going to be Queen Dust? Or the reigning defending champion, Penny Lane? I'll give you guys 10 minutes to make your bets.
I wouldn't count out Penny Lane.
I mean, she did take out Amber Extreme. Amber Extreme is one of the best to ever do it. And she was able to seal the deal and take home that Pure Wrestling Championship. Queen Dust, though, is very impressive.
Oh, yeah.
She's one of the most impressive new female talents on the roster, bar none. And a great matchup she had with Melissa Diamond, too, by the way. I'd like to see them run that back. Really would. All right, so betting lines are open. There's about 250 currently in the betting pool. Yeah, so I'm going to check that publishing situation on Twitch. I'm starting to wonder if the lack of recovery time is due to the fact that that is currently off after one of their last updates. Because if the auto-publish isn't on, then how does it correct that particular stream? If it's off, that means it has to stop and restart. Is what I'm thinking. I don't know if I'm right about that, but that's what I'm thinking. So I'm thinking if I go check that setting, I'll turn it back on. Not that I want to fucking crash anytime, but at least next time I'd be able to recover. Perhaps. It's my thought patterns. That's what I'm thinking. Just about 3,000 in the pool now, with about 8 minutes and 15 seconds to get your bets in.
When you used to play Street Fighter, who was your favorite guy?
Mine?
Yeah.
I liked Ken and Ryu.
The original.
Yeah, I did. You know, when I was playing all those games, though, the one I always fell back on was a game called Virtua Fighter. And it was a fighting game series, too, except for it was just hand-to-hand combat. There was no... No, there was no fucking lightning bolts or flame balls or any goddamn thing. It used to piss me off when I was younger, and I'd be winning a match, and all of a sudden I'd get electrocuted by Blanca, or some fucking stupid shit would happen out of nowhere.
That's what makes the game up a cool element, though, doesn't it?
I mean, I appreciate it now that I'm older, right? But when I was a kid, I was like, fuck you! How dare you electrify me? I just whooped your ass, and somehow you come back and electrocuted my ass. But yeah,
Just like the hand up, but
I do. That's why. You know what though? And I don't mean to knock anybody because other people might like it, but they still haven't made a good MMA game, in my opinion. I think they're absolutely trash, sheepish. I think they're going in the right direction.
The hit detection is just off, you know, when you hit somebody.
Like, we already have fucking wrestling games. Why can't you take a wrestling game and turn it into a fighting game? Why can't you use that same concept, that same engine idea, but instead of having wrestling moves, they're all obviously going to be hand-to-hand combat moves? I mean, I don't understand the problem. But because you know what I would love to do? I'd love to be able to create my own custom MMA promotion and run fight cards just like we run wrestling shows. How fucking fun would that be? Yeah, man. People could either have their own fighters, or they could. I mean, that people could either have their own fighters, or they could claim existing fighters, like, you know, John Bones Jones, people like that. I mean, there could be a lot done with that, but the UFC,
really
no,
they don't make it every year. I don't get how they go wrong on it. It's weird.
And they all look like wrestling games did 15 years ago. There's no, I don't know. I just don't like the UFC games. In my opinion, there's no good MMA game.
I don't like the way the fighters move.
I know. Like I said, it's like watching wrestling games 15 years ago. That's what they looked like, you know, without the wrestling moves. But I would love it if they'd finally fine-tune that and get a good game going, because I would absolutely... We would have our wrestling nights, and then we would have our fight nights. That would be fucking awesome.
I bet if you play people online like that, they just stand the hell out of Conor McGregor and just take him all the time.
Oh, yeah, probably, yeah. We would have to have some rules and regulations set in place, that's for sure. You'd have McGregor versus McGregor.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. But anyways, yeah. Isn't it good to have the broadcast booth back?
Oh,
it is nice. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm still fucking a little pissy that my stream went down. That my broadcast.
It's just good to be in a party, to be honest.
It is, yeah. I mean, our camaraderie. I think a lot of people tune in not just to watch the show, but they love hearing the bantering. We're not really doing a whole... I know you guys are waiting for Luke and I to get into some sort of verbal scrap. We're not ready for that. We just got the broadcast booth back. Leave us the fuck alone. Get that out of your heads. How dare all of you? We're just enjoying each other right now.
For a couple of months,
exactly. We're still dusting off the microphones here, folks. Give us a couple of shows. We'll get back into it. Chill.
This is the first broadcast booth of the summer, I think. Let that one sink in.
Oni, that would be cool. I'd be down for that. I mean, obviously, you already probably know who I'm claiming. Any old game, it would be the same choice every time unless somebody got there first. Who would it be, Luke?
What did you say?
If we were playing an old wrestling game, and people were... Because Oni said, I wouldn't mind doing an older game like WWF SmackDown 2, and have people claim wrestlers. And I said, I'd be down with that. And I said, you already know who I'm going to choose. Unless somebody gets there first, I would choose that person every single time. It's my favorite wrestler of all time. So,
who do I think he's going to choose?
No, who do you think I would choose? Who do you think I would choose? Yeah. Exactly. See, Luke knows. He is the co-host with the most for a reason. He knows these things.
That's one of my all-time favorites as well, man. He's one of my heroes in wrestling.
Here's the thing. I think now that he's a bit older, he's gotten a little bit whiny with his old age, but I understand his aggression and his...
I get why
yeah.
He likes that.
Yeah. But move on, though. Time to move on. You know, he's an icon.
He can move on from that Goldberg injury, I think.
Yeah. Holy shit, Penny Lane down and out here. Oh! That was a really close count. That was just about a 3 count. That was like 2 and 3. Moon Raider, are you watching this?
Goldberg has apologized like multiple times.
What a match so far between Queen Dust and Penny Lane. This is a great match. I almost don't even care who wins this at this point.
The thing is with Bret Hart is he doesn't give a fuck. So, just tell you how it is.
Wow, inverted suplex by Penny Lane. Wearing that British flag proudly on the back of her jacket. I forget where it said she was from. Is she from Manchester? I don't know.
Maybe it might have to require Penny Lane for LCW.
Speaking of LCW, when is the next LCW show?
Probably on the weekend. The Premier League starts on Saturday, so I'll be watching the Arsenal game. So I'll probably be on a Sunday. LCW.
Did you see that that your logo is now in the Hall of Legends section on Discord?
Yeah, I've seen that. That's really cool, by the way. Thanks for that.
Yep, we had 3 streamer teams get inducted this year. It's exciting times, but I mean, you yourself, just being on the broadcast booth all the time alone, you know, your dedication to TWA and inviting our community over to join yours when you run your show. I mean, there's so many factors that came into play when deciding who we were going to pick for streamer teams. And of course, the top of the food chain were the exact 3 that we picked. Life is Great. First of all, she's a fantastic human being. She's been here a long time. She's a fantastic mod. Gets along with everybody. You know, I mean, every mod has their issue with someone here and there, but it all usually works itself out.
Yeah.
And she's very dedicated, very loyal. Variants of Strife was the other one, and of course Luke the Gunner. So I mean, to me they were like it was a no-brainer. This year was a no-brainer.
I deserve it as much as they deserve it as well.
I agree.
All deserve
it. You deserve it more because you're on the broadcast booth. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying?
No, we deserve it all.
That's what he's saying. See how long it took him to answer that guy? That's exactly what he's... Moon, you heard that. There was a pause and a delay there before he answered us. That's exactly what he's thinking, right? I'm better than Strife in life because I'm on the broadcast booth, and they tuck tail feathers and run. Dr. What in the house? See that? Speak of the devil, he's sure to appear. Stuck right in there. Can we get a shout out for Dr. What, please? CHW. If it only says, can I nominate someone? Nominate someone for what? Are we talking about next year's legendary team members? Of course you can. I mean, why would you not be able to? Usually what happens before any Hall of Legends show is Joe Link will pop out some options for people, and they can either think, yeah, that's a great choice, or they can say, well, you know, we could switch that up with somebody else. This year, pretty much everybody just kind of went with the flow type of thing. The reason Joe Link does all...
I'm going to go use the toilet. I will be right back.
Okay, sounds good.
I'm going to go use the facilities as Ashley says.
Yeah, no worries. Go ahead. We will be here.
I need to flush away.
You need to flush away? But yeah, the reason Joe Link usually handles those things is because he's more in tune with everything. He's the one that does the recaps and the highlights. Holy shit, that is it. That is all, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match. And still, the TAW Pure Wrestling Champion, Penny Lane. Still going home with her gold. Congratulations, Dr. What? Penny Lane, still your champion. And I don't know, Dr. What, did you watch the Hall of Legends show? I don't know if you watched that show or not, but when she won that championship, she did not just win that championship from anybody. She took that title from Dangerous Amber Extreme, one of the greatest to ever do it in TWA. Very impressive, but Penny Lane in general has been just on fire since inking a contract. On fire. Crazy good. And she's your TAW Pure Wrestling Champion. I would imagine it won't be long before she starts challenging the world champion. I think you should absolutely consider Penny Lane when it comes to any world championship discussions going forward, I think, anyways. You saw it? Excellent, yeah. I thought you did. I wasn't 100% sure. But no, Penny Lane has been absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. All right, so we'll move on to our co-main event. And of course, I'm going to go ahead and issue the payout for that match. Just give me a moment. Don't forget we have 2 VODs because we had a bit of an issue after the second match of the night. And I was unable to recover the VOD. So we have 2 VODs for today's show. Sadly but truly. Alright, so our next matchup. 2 out of 3 falls. Rhea Ripley and B. Jackson. Jackson, of course, dethroned Rhea Ripley and took the TAW World Championship from her. Rhea wants that title back. B. Jackson said, alright, we're going to do this, but we're going to do it my way. We're doing it 2 out of 3 falls. And it is falls count anywhere. So that is next. So let me open up the betting line for that. So who walks out? TAW World Champion. Is it going to be Rhea Ripley? Is it going to be B. Jackson, the reigning defending champion? 10 minutes to make your bets. And there we go. Betting lines are open. Moon Raider, what do you think?
I wouldn't mind on who it is. On who I want to win. I know I'm a fan of B. Jackson, really.
Yeah, but see, that's my thing too. I'm a fan of both. I was just excited to see them both fighting at the Hall of Legends. Now tonight, TAW, they're going to scrap it out again. This time, best 2 out of 3 falls. But it was such a close matchup the first time. Like I feel like this is going to be an absolute nail biter. Personally, I don't know. Both of them are at the top of their game. So what do? I mean, if I'm a betting man, I don't even know if I want to put a bet on this thing. Personally, I don't know. It's a tough one. But I just like Moon Raider, big fan of B. Jackson, but I'm also, I don't know. B. Jackson, I mean the first, I'd say 3/4 of that match at the Hall of Legends was very competitive. But at the end of the match though, B. Jackson, she just turned the heat up in the kitchen. And just went with it and was able to take out Rhea Ripley. Can she do that again, though? That's the thing. She not just once, she has to do it twice. Whether it's Rhea Ripley doing it to B. Jackson or B. Jackson doing it to Rhea Ripley, one of these 2 vixens have got to beat each other twice to be able to take home the gold. So it's a tough one. I don't know. Let's see if anybody's bet yet and see what people's thought patterns are for this one. Nobody's really betting yet. There's 140 in the pool. 8.5 minutes to get your bets in. Bets are favoring Rhea Ripley at the moment, but bets are still going to filter in. All right, while we're waiting for that to take place and while we decide to discuss what we think, of course, Moon Raider and I are both fans of both, so it's a tough call for us. It's really a tough call. I don't know what Luke would say. I'm going to guess. See how he's not here. We'll see what happens when he comes back, but Moon, I'm going to guess that Luke the Gooner sides with B. Jackson. That's what I think. What do you think?
I think he would.
Yeah, so do I. I mean, we could be wrong. We've been wrong before. We're going to find out. He's going to be back at some point. He says he's off using the facilities. I think he took a time out to go visit the shrine. That's what I think. The Shrine of Mickey. Not that I blame him. All the money he spends on that shrine, I'd spend most of my day in front of it too, I suppose. I mean, when you're buying panties off of eBay because they're allegedly worn by Mickey James, you're spending time. You're invested. Rhea coming out with Damian Priest. It looks like B. Jackson's going to be accompanied by Adam Cole, I think. Was it Adam Cole? I believe it was Adam Cole. It was one of the Undisputed Kingdom members. It was either Taven, Bennett, or Cole. One of those 3. Pretty sure it was Adam Cole, though. I mean, I don't really know how much I expect Damian Priest to get involved in the women's matchup. I think he's probably just there for support for Rhea, but one never knows. Either way, it would be smart if Beast brought somebody with. Welcome back, Luke. We were just wondering, if you were to lay a bet, by the way, the betting lines are open, but if you were to bet on this match, would it be Rhea Ripley or B. Jackson retaining? It's best 2 out of 3 falls. Yeah, that's what we said. I mean, we're literally fans of both, so it's...
I think when Boo Jackson's in a match, he must be back to Jackson.
Yeah. Understandable.
I'd like to see Rhea Ripley win though, I'd say, because like...
I mean, she had a big Hall of Legends show, right? Not only did she become a World Tag Team Champion, she dethroned Rhea later on, challenged Rhea Ripley, cashed in her Junior World Championship, and took the title from Rhea Ripley. So, I mean, she had a huge show. 2 titles in one show. Not many people do that. Yeah, I was right. It was Adam Cole. See, I wasn't sure. I couldn't remember if she was coming out with Taven, Bennett, or Cole. Either way, probably a good idea to have somebody there, seeing how Damian Priest is out lurking around. Again, I'm not sure how much he would intervene in this women's matchup, but should he decide to try to distract the referee or something of that nature, at least somebody will be there to shut him down or try to shut him down. Adam Cole, of course, lost his world championship at the Hall of Legends show. Was defeated by Lionson from Team Lionson Escanor. Nobody expected that. And it was a really one-sided matchup. I don't know what happened there. I don't even know if Team Variants of Strife knows what happened there. B. Jackson. Phenomenal athlete. I mean, earlier I was talking about when her and January were a tag team. They went by the name Winter Swarm. And for those of you who weren't here earlier, so at one time Winter Swarm, which is B. Jackson and January, they held every single championship in the women's division on both TAW and TWA. I mean, B. Jackson is a Grand Slam champion. January took it even farther. She became a sextuplet champion. And she is still to this day the only superstar to ever attain that. Nobody else has ever held more than 4 titles at once. And actually, I think if you were to check, I don't think... Have there been any men Grand Slam champions? So Grand Slam champion in TWA is a little different than other promotions. You have to hold them at one time. Not just win them throughout your career and call yourself a Grand Slam champion. You have to win all 4. And I'd have to look, but I don't think any men have become a Grand Slam champion yet. It certainly won't be Archer. He just lost his Legends Championship to Kyle Riley, so we know that's not happening. God damn.
Can we get in some actual wrestling discussions?
We can. What would you like? What do you want to talk about? What should we talk about? We could. Are you a TNA fan, Moon?
Yeah, you know I am.
I mean, TNA's on fire right now, I gotta tell you. Their partnership with NXT is way better than it was with AEW. Way better. Not even a comparison, as a matter of fact. You know? It's oh yeah, it's insanely good. And apparently it's not going anywhere. They're all enjoying that partnership. No, not shitting on AEW at all. But I mean, let's be honest, for years WWE has always taken talent here and there from TNA. They used to take them from Ring of Honor. We had New Japan Pro Wrestling. You know, the different promotions. They just didn't talk about it on live TV like they do in other places, right? They don't talk about it. There was no really forbidden door. They just didn't cross-promote. You know? But... Yeah. You may as well have another pay-per-view called Kayfabe. You know what I mean? LCW Kayfabe. Yeah. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Our first fall goes to B. Jackson via countout. Wow. B. Jackson is just dismantling. Rhea Ripley obviously not recuperated from the Hall of Legends show. B's dismantling her here. Speaking of dismantled, that's true.
You beat B. Jackson by count. You still beat B. Jackson.
Well, no, B. Jackson beat Rhea by count out. It's 1-0 B. Jackson right now. She's up in the best 2 out of 3 falls matchup. And I suppose if you're a champion, you really don't care how you get that fall, right? So, I mean, there's that.
Yeah,
there is that.
Everyone likes to lose by 2 falls.
Yeah. Countouts do happen. Look at this. Referee's not even paying attention, though, because he's trying to get that turnbuckle pad back on. I didn't even see anybody remove that. It must have been... Was that Damian Priest? Where is Adam Cole at? He's supposed to be there to control things while these villainous vixens go to battle. Two count only. Oh, over the top rope goes Rhea Ripley. These guys are not holding back. But besides that, I guess small resurgence there by Rhea Ripley. This matchup so far has been all B. Jackson. I mean, beat Rhea down so badly that she got counted out for the first fall. Oh, 2 count only. B. Jackson not even willing to give up 1 fall in this matchup. It is still 1-0 for B. Jackson. Air Ripley. She's going to take to the skies. Oh, nice. Evaded the situation and retaliated. But now Rhea's right back on the warpath. She's trying to turn things around here. She needs to tie things up before B somehow pulls out another fall. Beating B. Jackson is no easy task, though. Just keeping up with her in the ring is no easy task, much less defeating her. But anyways, yeah, TNA has been on absolute fire, and I'm so happy that partnership is working out as well as it is, because they're very excited about the future of that partnership. Like, it's an ongoing thing. It's not in jeopardy of ending anytime soon, and that's a very, very good thing. But I mean, TNA is now selling out stadiums and arenas where they go. Like, they're selling out. I don't know what their viewership has been like lately, because I really haven't paid attention.
They can't take it eventually, right?
Well, and you know, they're also taking NXT on the road soon. So
I wonder what the match card is for tonight.
You're going to start seeing TNA wrestlers on the road with NXT stars as well. So yeah, it's a beneficial thing for both sides. It really is. I've been a TNA fan for a long time, so I'm happy to see them thriving and in a partnership with the WWE and doing as well as they are.
I've been a TNA fan all my life.
Oh, big frog splash from Rhea Ripley.
I love TNA.
Yeah, I mean, I've always been a fan of TNA. I mean, I didn't care for Hogan and everybody coming in at one point, because I knew some shit was going to go down even back then. I thought, I mean, oh, there's a fall for Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley tapped her ass out. It is 1-1. Look at that, caught the leg. Dragon screw leg whip by B. Jackson. It's Thrashy in the house. Still, it's Thrashy was already here. I was beyond stoked to see Jordan in a WWE. Yeah, me too. Me too. Archiverse, they working with New Japan as well. WWE, not currently, but I mean, what I meant by that earlier was they've always taken talent from Japan. Whether it was New Japan, All Japan, they always scouted and took talent from that general area because they've always had fantastic superstars over there, right? So, but I mean, it was more obviously AEW that was working as a cross promotion with New Japan. Oh my God, that was close. B. Jackson just about lost her title right there. 2 count only though. Champion is still alive in this best 2 out of 3 falls contest. She's come a long way in her career. I'm glad she made... Yeah, me too. And you're right, she has come a long way. I mean, I remember watching her when she first stepped through the ropes. She wasn't really all that great, but she did what was necessary. She did her homework. She honed her craft. She got better on microphone. She got better in the ring. And I think she's a big future in the women's division, no matter where she is, whether it's in TNA still, whether it's over on NXT, Raw, SmackDown, doesn't matter. She did what needed to be done. You know, if you're willing to go the extra mile and prove you belong, and Jordan did exactly that. Did exactly that. And to be honest, I think a lot of people were pretty excited to see her in a WWE ring. Eventually, Joe Hendry will also sign a contract. It's inevitable.
Yeah, I like Joe Hendry.
I think everybody likes Joe Hendry. He's interesting. You know, he's a very interesting dude. And he can go in the ring. You know, the repertoire is there. The ring knowledge is there. He's got the charisma. I mean, he's a golden ticket as long as he keeps his head on his shoulders. You know what I mean? Some people can't handle the pressure.
It's definitely got potential to be a money maker.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
Gotta believe in Joe.
It gets stuck in my head, that song, dude.
Thrashy says, I met her once, well before she started her incredible change in physique. If anyone has earned a spot through her work alone, she's it. Yeah, absolutely. Totally agree with you. I mean, I don't think, you know, as much as we all missed the broadcast booth, I don't think anybody missed listening to you yawn, you crazy fucking Brit. What are you doing?
Who, me?
No, Moon's over there yawning. He's sorry. He apologizes for his, you know, lack of attention and focus to the show. Sorry, Moon.
Well, I didn't
I mean, Moon's over there wondering what the hell is Luke yawning for. We got intense in-ring action going on between Rhea Ripley and B. Jackson.
It's just gone midnight over here.
Oh, now you're complaining about the time. Back to the time.
To be honest.
You know, but yet you're talking about Luke the Gooner. When I used to run at 11, 12 o'clock at night, which is like 3 and 4 in the morning for him, he's there, happy-go-lucky. Here it is. It's just barely midnight now. See, we've made him soft with all of our early shows we have now. We've made Luke soft.
I'm not soft.
We used to be the late night place to be. Now we're just the anytime place to be, I think. And that is it. That is all, ladies and gentlemen. The winner of the match, and still TAW World Champion, hailing from Team Honeybee HCW, and of course representing the Undisputed Kingdom, B. Jackson, going home with her gold. And actually, to be fair, it's platinum. But B. Jackson is your victor. All right, let's see here. I got to issue the payout for that. What were you saying, Luke?
Like, I used to go live at like 3:30 in the morning.
I mean, there was some late night. Yeah, we had some late nights.
Can't believe I still did every fucking broadcast.
Mad Chatty is in the house. I actually predicted. What do you mean, actually? Mad Chatty, listen. When you were here all the time, when you weren't busy with extracurricular activities in life, when you were here more often, you were almost always right at the betting lines. We were telling people, listen, if you want to win the lottery, you go talk to Mad Chatty and get numbers from him. Because, I mean, your percentile for getting matchups predicted correctly back in the day was disgustingly accurate. It was gross. And we don't know how you did it, but you did it. It was nuts. All right, moving on to the main event. And then we'll, of course, have some time. We'll probably have at least one go-home happy match. But our main event of the show Adam Cole getting a run back with Lionson from the 3rd annual Hall of Legends show. Looks like both boys coming with an arsenal. We got Adam Cole, leader of the Undisputed Kingdom, coming to the ring with Mike Bennett, and of course Lionson bringing his dad, Lionson Escanor, ringside with him. You say what?
I think Lionson gets the win.
You think Lionson gets the win? Well, I mean, he got the win at the Hall of Legends show. I think everybody was shocked to see Adam Cole lose the world title.
Don't let Honeybee.
No, don't let Honeybee know. Yeah, no. She would not be happy with your decision making, nor your insubordination.
She might not come to my screen.
She would not like you being insubordinate to her thoughts. But that is our next match of the day. Adam Cole looking to regain that TAW World Championship. He's taking on Lionson. And this is an Iron Man matchup, so both gentlemen have to score as many pinfalls or submissions as they can before the bell rings and ends the matchup. Who's it going to be? Adam Cole or Lionson? We're going to find out here in a moment. All right, let's see here. So who walks out? TAW World Champion. Is it going to be Adam Cole? Is he going to regain that championship that he lost at the 3rd annual Hall of Legends show? Or is Lionson going to continue his reign, or his reign of wrath, actually, we should say. I was going to say something different, but I think reign of wrath. He has been a force to reckon with ever since he stepped through the doors and joined the new Wyatt family. So there you go, 10 minutes to make your bets. Who's it going to be, Adam Cole or Lionson? We're going to find out right now. Let's get things turning and burning with our main event of the day. Or the main event for Twitch All-Star Wrestling anyways. We will have time for a go-home happy match. Maybe 2. Who knows? We'll see. We shall see. Again, it's an Iron Man match, so when you're making your bets, do take in consideration that it is an Iron Man match. Sorry, who wasn't booked? Are we talking about Post Malone still? I did answer your question earlier. Post Malone's been chasing the TWA championship, so I wanted to make sure he was another superstar, in addition to Johnny Rainbow, that was going to be there for the unveiling of the new Wrestle Wars Genesis Arena. Yeah, no, they'll be there at WrestleWares. We're going to rename the brand as well. It's not Wrestle Wars anymore, it's WrestleWares. But yeah, no, they'll be there for Wrestle Wars Genesis. You shut up, Luke. How dare you laugh at me? Man, do we ever have some microphone rust today? Not that I don't trip on my tongue once in a while we're running a broadcast booth anyway, but it's Moon Raider's fault. That's what it is. You know what it is, Luke? It's Moon Raider's fault because he's not speaking up enough. He's letting us do all the talking, which means we're getting confused in our own minds, and we're talking about dozens of conversations at once. You know, he should be sliding in there and having discussions and letting you know what I mean? He's sitting back and taking in all the glory while we do all the work. How dare he?
He's sweating out Fortnite. That's what he's doing.
Oh, he probably is grinding at Fortnite. Moon Raider, are you playing Fortnite? How fucking dare you?
Oh yeah, I'm just on the party roller.
That is gaslight. Lionson, a double champion, by the way, for those that don't know.
I thought that was red at me.
Lionson is still the reigning defending Action Zone Wrestling champion, which is, of course, our house show territory. It's the one championship that if you hold it, you can challenge any champion you're choosing. If you happen to be part of a tag team and you win that belt, you can even challenge tag team champions. Unlike, however, the junior championships, you do not cash it in. If somebody wants to take that title, they have to beat you for it. So he's a double champion currently. Adam Cole would like to change that today. Adam Cole would like to take that TAW World Championship back home. Back home to the Undisputed Kingdom. Is he going to do it? Potentially.
I just hope he does take the title back.
I mean, I think Honeybee would agree.
I think he's the only one out of the Undisputed Kingdom as of right as of now who doesn't have the title yet. Even though he lost the title.
That's true, because the Undisputed Kingdom is full of gold right now. You've got Mike Bennett and Matt Taven are the World Tag Team Champions. You got B. Jackson. She is the World Champion. She is a Tag Team Champion. And she's also the Women's Action Zone Wrestling Champion. She's a Triple Crown Champion right now. And I believe this might be the third time she earned Triple Crown status. Man called him Leon. His name is Lion Sin. We need to get better ring announcers. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Who the fuck is Leon Sin? I did not book a Leon Sin. Anybody know who Leon Sin is? Are they part of your federation? Are you fucking with my show? Did we have a call? Do we have a sick call today and we borrowed a fucking referee from a different show? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. All I know is the man called him Leon Sin.
Leon Sin, The Sims.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Infinite Oni says, not even pretty deadly. Infinite Oni he's you know what it is? He's impatient.
I am absolutely shocking at NHL. I have no idea how to play this game.
He doesn't understand sometimes that when you're unveiling a new arena and you're expecting to sell out that arena, you need the best of the best to be in the building.
The best of the best.
The best of the best.
Did you used to buy NHL like every year? Or did you do
I did, yeah. I did back in the day, yeah. I mean, I have had considerations in buying a newer hockey game and starting up a hockey league, like I did back in Season 1. We'll see what happens with that. I don't know. It depends how many people in our community enjoy hockey enough to say, hey, yeah, let's have a hockey league. Because what I would do,
not everybody here likes hockey.
but instead of streamer teams having wrestlers, they would simply have hockey players. They could either have their own hockey player created, or they could claim a hockey player. We would build teams. We would have tournaments. We would have seasons. We would have it directly involved with our wrestling shows.
When it comes to players, I don't really know much about the players. I know a few of the rules though.
Right. So you'd be one of those people that would just have Luke Ballmer also play hockey.
Yeah.
Right?
I want to learn more about hockey.
Imagine watching the Gooner play hockey. I feel like he would forget it was hockey and like body slam some shit. We might have some problems. We might have to like go over rules, regulations with some of those folks. Because I do believe the Gooner would probably start beating the shit out of people on the ice. I just feel like that would happen.
Well, my favourite hockey team is Detroit Red Wings. That's who I take as my hockey team.
Yeah, Detroit Red Wings are a lot of people's favourite hockey team, I think, to be fair. I mean, they're one of the original 6, right? So there are fans of Detroit Red Wings all over the place.
Well, it's the thing, I got recommended them though, so.
I mean, sadly, I've been a Maple Leafs fan my whole life because that's how my family, they were Maple Leaf fans. So I've been disappointed year after year because they haven't even won a Stanley Cup in my existence. Last Stanley Cup they won was Centennial year for us, and that was like 1967. So
that's like fucking England, that.
It's
that's like last time the England national team.
I don't know if they're paid to lose, but if anybody pays attention, the Maple Leafs almost every year, especially in the last 10 years, look like they should be candidates to win that cup. But then they get to the playoffs, they just get blown out, and it's like, wait a minute, what in the fuck happened?
Why are you, you guys stuck when it comes to playoffs?
I guess. I mean, Edmonton's the closest we've...
The guys are basically bottle jobs in, really.
The Edmonton Oilers were in the Stanley Cup Finals this year, and even took it to Game 7, but the Florida Panthers took that cup home.
I think where they throw it against the fucking thing, isn't it?
Sorry, say that again?
That's the part. I think the icing is where you throw it against the wall and it has to go to a certain distance.
Well, icing is like if they shoot the puck down the rink and it goes all the way down to the end past that last...
I'm trying to learn that by playing the game. So.
That's one of the rule changes I did like, because you used to have to chase that puck, and there were a lot of injuries as a result. A fucking count out? We're getting a fall on a fucking count out? What is it with count outs tonight? First Rhea Ripley. Now Lionson.
Oh,
Insane. I don't like count outs. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of the count outs.
Unless it makes sense.
I mean, yeah.
I don't like count outs.
0-9-1. You know, I haven't played that in a while. I should probably. Last numbers I got were ghastly. Wow, that's 2 falls for Adam Cole. It is 2-0 Cole, guys. Big flying elbow drop right to the chest of Lionson. Champion's having a real tough time in this rematch so far. 5 minutes have almost passed. 2-0 Adam Cole. Oni says, and it was Honeybee who got the first fall again. I did not say Assam, I said Adam. How dare you?
Austin Cole.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, it was Honeybee getting the first fall again. Ooh, big sit-down power bomb by Lionson. Look at Adam Cole, though. He's so quick. Is he going to get another count-out fall? No, because the referee stopped counting. That was a really long count between 8 and 9. My God. Cole going to get caught showboating here. Did I put that in the predictions? I just read. I went back in the chat and read, because I don't think I said Assam, but it wasn't what I said. It was what I typed. Okay, Glenola. Thank you very much, Glenola. We got the alphabet police in the house. He's been hanging around Glenn too much, Luke, is what the problem is there. That's what it's the Glen aliens. I'm telling you, they warp your mind. They get you to try and think like Glenola. I mean, it's a real problem. I think there should be, you know how there's AA and NA? There needs to be a GA, a Glenalians Anonymous. Because only Glenola bothers me about stuff like that. Now suddenly Oni, it's like, well, Glenn's not here, I may as well fill in his shoes. And you know what, Oni, I hope your toes hurt, because your feet are probably bigger than his. So those shoes probably don't even fit well. So how dare you? We're the grammar police. Well, I mean, technically the spelling police. There's no sentence or paragraph there, so. I have the GIU.
I wonder how before we can work on seafood or like creating players and stuff like that.
If you get people excited about it and let them have, like I said, if you take a game like that and you give people the option of having a football player created for the game, or maybe they redeem and claim a player, I think you could get people, like, it just takes a community that likes to get together and have a good time. You know, that's why lately I've been thinking, because I know there are certain people in our community that like hockey, I just don't know how many, but I think we could have a lot of fun with hockey, right? Because we
get people who don't even like.
So, like I said, back in season 1, what I did is I tied everything in storyline-wise. Archer bought a hockey team. He was a big hockey fan his whole life. He always wanted to own his own team. He bought one, right? But I can't remember what happened thereafter. The reason we stopped ended up becoming because of storyline. I think the real reason was I didn't feel like buying the new hockey game. I didn't like it. Yeah. Yeah, I think that was NHL 20. NHL 20 was not very good. And I just haven't purchased a hockey games in a long time. My focus has been on our community, on our EFED. It is now 2-1 for Adam Cole. Lionson just picked up a fall. When he says, I have the gout. So there you go. I mean, there's medication for that, Ernie. There is definitely medication for that. 3-1 Adam Cole. I don't know, guys. It looks to me like Adam Cole's going to get his revenge. Looks like he's going to be walking out of here the new TAW World Champion. 6.5 minutes left, just a little left. Or less, sorry. And there's another fall for Adam Cole. Lionson is getting worked over today. After such a great match at the 3rd annual Hall of Legends show, tonight Adam Cole is out here with pure vengeance. And whoa, another fall for Cole. Wow. Adam Cole's walking away with this thing. Is the betting lines open? Y'all should be betting on Cole right now. There was only $846 in the betting pool. You guys, you bunch of cheap bastards. You know what, though, to be fair? You just know some matches are going to be too close. And let's be honest, some people have a lot more points than others, or a lot more Archivers bucks than others, and they're not as willing to bet that money out there on a close match like this could have been. Could have been, I say, because Adam Cole is dominating this matchup. Oddly enough. Now, I think for a go-home happy match, we better look to Team Infinite Oni. I think there's a couple of people Oni would like to see in a match today. Oni, who would you like? Would you like to see Pretty Deadly, Johnny Rainbow, or perhaps Post Malone in a matchup today? Go home happy, we're talking here. Obviously, because he's not on the card. Trashy says, I put my whole 80 in. Who'd you bet on? Mad Chatty says, oh my god, I might predict right again. Oh, but big shocker. So if Mad Chatty bet on Adam Cole, you can guarantee Adam Cole's winning this thing. Almost. I'm talking high 90 percentile. Though, like, his predicting is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Like, if I was to start being a gambling man again and buying a lottery ticket, I'm getting a hold of Mad Chatty, and I'm going to ask him what numbers he would choose. By the way, that was another fall for Adam Cole.
Oh, I just saw that. Just saw that the referee in the belt.
Oni, I don't know. I don't think it's the new Johnny yet, because I don't think his new attire, his new wardrobe hasn't come in yet. He's waiting for that.
Then I would win for Adam Cole.
I'm actually going to be looking into that after the show. Then not Johnny, okay. Johnny doesn't want to fight unless he looks good, you see. He's got a new wardrobe ready to roll. He wants to make sure he's looking perfectione before he steps in front of the masses. Well, would you like to see Post Malone fight anybody? Or Pretty Deadly? Wow, another fall for Adam Cole. Holy shit.
I was expecting another fall for Adam Cole.
I thought Lionson would be putting up a far better fight than he is tonight. I don't know what's going on here. But if anybody remembers the Hall of Legends show, look what happened to Humboldt's the Arcane. That guy dominated the scene. He was a defending champion since April. Right? And Joe Davis went in there and made him look like an amateur. It was crazy. There's another couple that need to have a rematch. They need to run that back. Because if Joe Davis can do that to Humboldt's twice in a row, goddamn. Lionson finally picks up another fall, but it is too little too late. Like, there's barely over 2 minutes left of this matchup. And what's Adam Cole sitting at? About 7 or 8 falls right now?
I think it's winning about.
Yeah. So it's like 7 or 8 to 2 right now. Not a chance in hell. Knee right to the temple. Fuck me, that would hurt. Good God. Dr. What says Shay? I mean, Shay already had a match today. She did. Mufasa says, if I had enough channel points, I would challenge Adam Cole for the champ. Well, we don't like to do that anyways for go-home happy matches. We like our championship matches to be either at Action Zone Wrestling house shows or on one of the live programs. We don't like to do them for go-home happy matches. There's another fall for Adam. God, I tell you, Adam Cole. Wow. Honeybee is going to be absolutely fucking thrilled. Because Adam Cole's going home with the gold again, baby.
That's fine for concern.
Technically, Post should be in this match since I redeemed him. Well, this is fallout from the last show, though, Oni. Post Malone wasn't. He wasn't even involved with the Hall of Legends show, which is why Post Malone is already on a plane, headed directly to Montreal, and preparing for Wrestle Wars Genesis and the unveiling of the new arena. Post Malone, actually, he's been talking. He wants that rematch. I mean, sadly, it won't be against Humboldt's. Not unless Humboldt's gets that belt back, but. We were trying to kill two birds with one stone here. A little bit of fallout from Hall of Legends and officially kick off the road to the next big SPV for 2024, which is, of course, our 4th annual TWA Bash. Oh, my God, that is it. That is all. And he would have picked up another fall, but the bell rang. The match is over. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, and once again, your new TAW World Champion, hailing from Team Honeybee HCW and representing the Undisputed Kingdom. He is the leader of said faction. It is Adam Cole, baby. So congratulations to Honeybee. Man, what a show. I mean, it's too bad we had that little incident after the second matchup. Again, we are going to have 2 VODs. The first 2 matches of the show are going to be on the first VOD, and then the rest of the show is on the second VOD. I am going to try and resolve that. I think I might know what's wrong. After one of the last updates they did, they turned off the auto-publish, so that I have to publish my own shows. But I think if auto-publish was turned back on, I think I would because I used to be able to save as long as you did it in quicker than 90 seconds, you could save your VOD. And the last few times I've tried, it just hasn't worked, and I'm the only thing I can link it to is that update that turned off the auto-publish. So I'm going to try and fix that. Not that I want another crash to happen, but if it does happen, at least it would give me time to regain and recover. So, but anyway, stay tuned for Joe Link's match recaps and highlights covering today's program and show. What a great show it was. B. Jackson retained her title. Adam Cole won his championship. Penny Lane, of course, defended her championship against Queen Dust. Kay Merck, your new Pure Wrestling champion. The Undisputed Kingdom still reigning, defending TAW World Tag Team Champions. The Outlaws also retain their championships from Team Joe Link against Isla Dawn and Alba Fire. Kyle Riley from Team Life is Great. It's been a hot minute since Kyle Riley was a champion. He stayed until the very end and took out Archer himself to take that Legends Championship home. So congratulations again to Team Life is Great and Kyle Riley. Phenomenal match, that Fatal 4 Falls Count Anywhere matchup. Second of 2 10-person Gauntlet Eliminator matchups. It was Gunther versus 9 other superstars. And who won that match, actually? I forget now. Who won? Drew McIntyre, I believe it was. It was Drew McIntyre that picked up the W in that Gauntlet match. And, of course, the first Gauntlet Eliminator matchup was 10 Vixen Villains featuring Shay Starling. But it ended up being Melissa Archer, one half of PMS, taking home the gold. Well, the junior gold anyways, because they were for junior championships. So our next show is Wrestle Wars Genesis. Pay no attention to the screen because it will be happening Wednesday. It will be just a little less than a week away. We'll of course have some Action Zone Wrestling house shows in between, as always. But let's get to some go home happy matches. Maybe 1 or 2, maybe 3, who knows? We'll see what happens. But let's see. Oni Shinobi FU, what's going on, buddy? Welcome in. Can we get a shout out for Oni, please? And if Infinite Oni hasn't had his shout out yet, if we could get a shout out for Infinite Oni as well. Oh, you did already? Okay, thank you very much, Oni. Appreciate that. January versus Arya. Now, that is a great matchup. I'm down with that. Does anybody else have some ideas? Let's start off with January versus Arya, shall we? That's a great go-home happy match. Here we go. So January, who is, of course, the reigning defending Women's Legends Champion. Versus Arya. And both females hail from Team Infinite Oni. Alright, 1v1. Traditional matchup. The coldest bitch on the planet. And probably, I don't know, Oni may argue this, I don't know. I would say January probably one of the strongest women to ever enter a TWA ring. I think. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong about that. Maybe he has somebody else that he thought would take that. I think so. I mean, have you ever seen her just grab somebody from the mat and just hoist them over their head? Just like a deadlift into like a gorilla press. It's like, holy shit. Or a military press even. Brute strength, yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's basically what we're talking about, Oni. But then you got Arya. Because her ring knowledge is absolutely amazing. Her repertoire off the charts. She is fast. She is athletic. She is agile. She's everything you want in a superstar in that ring. But you got January, who is not just about brute strength. She is also one of the most capable women to ever step foot in the ring in TAW or TWA as far as it goes here. And her Royal Butterfly is absolutely sensational. Best in the business. Bar none, period. Okay, so let's get this matchup underway, and if you guys want to see something else when this is over, just let me know. I got time for maybe 2 or 3 matches, I think. So let's get the first of our go-home happy matches underway. It is the coldest bitch on the planet, January, the reigning defending Legends Champion, taking on former World Champion and Tag Team Champion Arya from Team Infinite Oni, one half of the Space Vikings. Let's rock and roll. Alright. She's TAW and HCW Hall of Famer. Absolutely. Yeah, I know what you meant. I mean, Shay is a superstar from Team Dr. What? Dr. What? Doctor of something.
Dr. What, bro?
Well, it's been a lot of fun having the broadcast booth open. I missed it. I really did. I think people were probably expecting more from us, right? They want to hear bickering. They want to hear all the stuff they normally do. We just wanted to enjoy this one show, give us a break. We're dusting off the mic. We're getting back into the swing of things. We didn't feel like arguing. We just were enjoying the camaraderie. And of course, we got Moon Raider on here. How awesome was it that Moon Raider joined us? Listening to us trip over our own tongues, laughing at us. He puts it on mute, I'm sure, but he's laughing at us in the background. By the way, Moon, how dare you? Luke and I do not appreciate that. How dare you laugh behind our backs? Funny as it may be.
How dare you, man?
I know. Right? Shameful. But it was really awesome of Moon Raider to join us, take the time out of his day. Hopefully he joins us again. It's been a blast. I was kind of hoping Boss Apollo might, especially considering it's his birthday, but I'm going to guess that Boss was probably, because I know he's lurking, but I'm going to guess that, you know, being his birthday, he's got, hopefully, being his birthday, he's got better things to do than hang out with us right now. But if you guys remember, and you're on Discord, wish Boss Apollo a happy birthday. Today is his birthday. Look at that Legends Championship around the waist of the coldest bitch on the planet. You know, there's men that wouldn't want to fight her, you know what I mean? Like, January is just a savage. She is a savage. Reigning, defending, and undisputed Legends champion. She defended that title in a house show, then she defended that championship at the Hall of Legends show. She's definitely... I think she looks better since she's returned than she even did initially, and that's not a great thing for the women's division. She collected 6 championships before. She could very well do it again. You know, now... Well, I was just going to say, now that they're not a tag team anymore, you know, they've got their history, friends, foes, allies, enemy. I mean, there's a big, long history with January and B. Jackson, but I would love to see B. Jackson and January have a feud. And here comes Arya. By the way, Oni, do you ever have any issues in your own camp, like with January and Arya being in the same? Because I know they're both very strong-minded women. They both want the same things. They're both very aggressive when it comes to getting what they want. How do you deal with January and Arya? And now you've got Valhalla in there. By the way, you're a crazy motherfucker, you know that? I mean, most people don't want to deal with one woman like that. You got 3. What the fuck is wrong with you, Oni? What is wrong with you? Cody Rhodes will drop to January. I mean, I could see that happening. There's a lot of men I think January might beat up. Look at her. She is a monstrosity with talent.
Well, I'm actually getting the hang of some of the shooting in the NHL.
NHL is actually a fun game. It really, if you like hockey, like I said,
I like hockey. Yeah, I want to learn more about it.
I am seriously considering getting another hockey game and having a go. I didn't do too badly the first time around, I'll be honest. And I think it's because I was tying it into the wrestling storylines, right? Again, Archer owned a hockey team, so there was people involved. But it didn't take off as quickly as I liked, and I wanted... Back then we were having 5, sometimes 6 wrestling shows a week. And because I had a different job.
I don't actually know how to defend them.
I just didn't have time to keep it all going. So I made sure I very slowly and you know, I picked my times and moments to slowly get rid of the NHL hockey team and just stick with wrestling. But now, because of the way things run now and the way they are now, because of my schedule is constantly changing, there's no way I have time for 4, 5, and 6 wrestling shows a week. You know, 2 is good, plus our house shows. But I could find time to run another hockey league. And again, you guys, as the community, could redeem players, or you could request to have a hockey player created for the team, or a team of your choice, right? You see what I'm saying? We could create a league. We could have tournaments.
I watched college, but I caught him a show. These guys really.
What I really want, though, is a good UFC game to come out that I can utilize and have fight nights. That would be mint. Sorry, say that again?
Crosby was really good, wasn't he?
Sidney Crosby? Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's one of the best players ever. Flat out.
Is he still playing?
He is still playing, yeah. He is still playing. We got... He's what?
He's still good.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He's not that old. I mean, he's aging, but he's not that old. I mean, my favorite hockey player of all time is obviously Wayne Gretzky anyways. There will never be another Wayne Gretzky, though. That dude was just too good. You know, he was just as good... He was just as good defensively as he was offensively. He was a playmaker. You know, to be fair, he could have scored more goals than he actually did, but he wanted to be a complete player, so he loved setting people up and watching other people's... Yeah. So, currently he holds the record for the most goals scored until... it's Ovechkin, I think, that he's going to break that eventually. It's going to take him. The thing is Gretzky got all those goals in a way quicker amount of time than
yeah. Well,
you know what I mean?
We didn't even qualify for the playoffs. Red Wings.
No, not this year. No, they're in a bit of a slump right now. Dr. What says Sid the Kid is ace. Yeah, he is. Yep. He's the closest thing we've had to a Wayne Gretzky in a long, long time. I mean, Ovechkin's really good, too. I don't feel that Ovechkin's as complete of a player as Sid is. I mean, Sidney Crosby... I mean, you can tell he watched hours and hours of Wayne Gretzky playing. I'll say that. You got some people that think, oh, Wayne Gretzky wouldn't even play well in today's hockey game. What do you mean he wouldn't play well? They can't touch him now. He played in an era, folks, where people could slam him into boards, pick a fight with him, drop him on his ass, pound him into the ice. They could hook him, they could spear him. There were so many things happening back then. Now he's in a game where not only can none of that happen to him, there's no blue line. He's got a wide open run. That guy is doubling his points. If you bring a prime Wayne Gretzky into today's game, get the fuck out of here with that shit. Wayne Gretzky would double the amount of goals he scored. Double. Because nobody had the game he did. I don't know where people's thought patterns come from when they talk about stuff like that, but it's like, yeah, no, sorry. Gretzky would skate circles around them. Young Wayne Gretzky in today's game, where he can't be hooked, they can't spear him, they can't slam him into the board, there's no enforcers chasing him. Good God.
Is it all different now?
Oh yeah, they change sports all the time because we don't have the same we don't have the same level of superstars and talent that we used to have.
Nowadays in football, I don't know why they put the rule in it. If you take your shirt off in football, you get a yellow card. It never used to be like that.
Well, listen, here's a fact. Here's a fact. Sports has gotten softer because our athletes have gotten softer.
They're just in it for the money, that's why.
They've made a lot of sports rich man sports. The average person can't afford to play anymore. All your superstars, your Wayne Gretzkys, your Sidney Crosbys, all those people, they weren't spoon-fed and handed things. They were out. Their parents were busting their ass to try and get their kids to stay in hockey. Those guys were out playing on ponds, honing their craft and getting better at their game. They also came from a generation where people played as a team. They traveled as a team. They slept in hotels as a team. They ate as a team. They were a team. It's not even the same anymore. Not even the same. We don't have any superstars like we did then. We have good players, but we don't have superstars like we did. There's no more LeBron Jameses. There's no more Kobe Bryants, Michael Jordans. There's no more Wayne Gretzkys and Sidney Crosbys. They're just not there right now. And as a result, you've got lesser quality players, so they change the rules and regulations. They shift them around for all the whiners, complainers, and wannabe Sidney Crosbys that can't quite get there because they think the game's too fucking hard. Hell, at one time...
It's not too fucking hard.
At one time, they even talked about changing the size of the fucking nets. You know what I mean? I'm like, that you change the size of those nets and make them bigger just so they can score more goals, and I will stop watching. I will not watch. You know?
What, hockey?
Yeah, what they haven't. And that is it. That is all. Wow. That match didn't last nearly. You see, I thought Aria in January. I thought that was going to be like World War III. January handled business there. I don't think I've ever seen Aria manhandled like January just manhandled Aria. And what the fuck does Piper Niven want? Look at January pointing at her. January not happy that Niven is out there. Who does she think she is interrupting a matchup between Aria and January? They're not even on the same pay scale. That is insane. But it looks like Piper Niven wants maybe a crack at January, or maybe both January and Aria. Who knows? I don't know. But she stuck her nose where it didn't belong. January has taken notice. Not good for Piper Niven. All right, what other kind of matchup do you guys want to see? I got time for another match. Maybe two.
I was thinking of what's that? Windows?
You talking about Queen Dust?
Yeah, I was thinking. I'm not sure on who I want to put her up against, even if it's a title.
I mean, if you don't mind her having a second match in one day, I'm good with that. Who do you want to see her face?
I think whoever is a champion, another title that she has.
You want to see her face a champion. Now it would be non-title because it's a go-home happy match, right? But obviously, if she wins that match up against said champion, pretty hard to keep her out of the equation after that. Is the benefit of that. Nobody can knock it. So let's see. We got Melissa Diamond. We've got B. Jackson. We've got Penny Lane. I mean, we've got options here.
I mean, when does this face there, B. Jackson, elsewhere.
So you want to see somebody different than B. Jackson? Well, then why don't you go with a rematch between Queen Dust and Melissa Diamond? Maybe make it 2 out of 3 falls.
I wouldn't mind.
All right, let's do it. All right, here we go. Go home happy matchup number 2. I am all in on that one. Take my money. There we go. So, we're going to have Queen Dust. 2 out of 3 falls rematch with the reigning defending TWA World Champion, Melissa Diamond. Let's do it. Here we go. All right, you know what? I want to open a betting line for this one. What did Oni say? January is a champ. Yeah, she is, yeah. She is the reigning defending Legends champion. All right, so let me open the betting line for this. Give me a moment. Oh shit, I got to issue the payout for the... I didn't issue the payout for the main event yet. I apologize, guys. Winner was Adam Cole. Oh, and he's right, I did spell it wrong. I thought he was fucking with me, but he wasn't. So Adam Cole was the victor. So who walks out with the W? Queen Dust. Now remember, guys, this is her second match of the day. She's an absolute savage for even stepping up to Melissa Diamond at this point for this go-home happy matchup. So we do appreciate that. And Team Moon Raider, by the way, for the suggestion. Go-home happy matches are every bit as important as tone setters and main events. All right, 10 minutes to get your bets in. And there you go. Betting lines are open. 2 out of 3 falls match. All right, listen, guys. I got to pee. I would say it, a little more politically correct.
I'm going to hop off before you go. So
how dare you leave before the end of the show, Luke? First broadcast booth in how long? I mean, you can rewind that shit.
Fuck off.
It's because you're British.
Rewind.
It's because you're fucking British. You're leaving the show earlier. You're not content that the Gooner's not in the go-home happy situation. It's Queen Dust and Melissa Diamond. You're just flocking off to watch TNA. How dare you? Let me guess. Mickey James is on the show today. Who do you want to see her face?
Mickey James versus... I think Mickey James versus Trish Stratus.
Versus Trish Stratus. That sounds like a fire matchup to me, actually. And we haven't seen those two fight it out one-on-one in a long time, actually. Mufasa versus Cruz del Toro. We could do that, too. So let's make that our last 2 matches of the day. Mickey James versus Trish. And Mufasa, the future Mufasa. Let's get it right. From Team Mufasa, HCC. And Cruz del Toro. And those guys have had one hell of a rivalry going on between LDF and the LCW. LWO, I meant. Yeah, I don't know why I said that. Because I'm thinking Luke the Gunner for some reason. I'm thinking about you, Luke. You know? That's what it is. It's good. Alright, listen you fucking bastards. I'm gonna piss my pants, so I'm gonna jump off for a second. You and Moon got the show. I'll be back in a few moments. Don't you sigh at me, you fucking British fucker, you. I gotta... You went pee! Why can't I go pee? Moon, deal with this guy. Tell him like it is. When you gotta bleed the bladder, you gotta bleed the bladder. Tell him. I'll be right back. How dare you, sigh.
Fucking asshole, everyone. I'm sweating, man.
And folks, this is a 2 out of 3 focus match, but that means instead of a one-fall to a finish, this match will be decided by the first to get two on their opponent. This could turn into a real ladder, guys.
It's a push move. I think he's lost the weight. Both members of the Whites and Owens are no longer with us.
She bails in a hurry. And countouts are illegal, so hopefully this will be a short trip outside. Caught the leg.
Shocking.
Sometimes you just gotta show up. And a carefully measured knee drop.
Corey, what happens in a match like this when it comes down to
You have to take that time between the ball to make necessary adjustments.
all the pressure's on you to really swing.
Becomes critical. You have to pull out all the stops to even the score.
Contest is so serious the combatants can feel like they're in the fight of their lives.
Who's dropped the one?
Climbing the turnbuckle now. She has a target waiting.
Holding 3 titles there.
Who is?
They're substitutes everywhere else.
That's insane, that to be fair, like.
Kick to the body.
Back into the ring. She shoots up the top. Dig up the top.
That's pretty insane, to be honest. Going back.
And a series of vicious shots.
She manages to get control. Knee to the jaw. She does, maybe she just doesn't care. She covered for the pin. Fights the shot. She is still in this fight.
Why can't you do this on FIFA? Oh my god, you can download like rosters from like fucking FIFA or America, like NBA, and you can't do this on FIFA. Look at it, amazing. Look at it, amazing.
Just turn that around. And I think we just seen.
Alright, I have returned. Correct me if I'm wrong. I could have been seeing things, but I swear I walked back into the room to Queen Dust twerking over top of most of the time. I mean, did I see that, or was I just, you know, imagining that shit? I don't know.
Yeah, I saw her twerking.
She did do that? That is fucking crazy.
Not long ago.
How's the match, man?
I just also found out that the other member of one of the best tag teams had passed away of Arthur. Just found out news on Twitter.
Sorry, which team?
The Wild Samoans, the other member, Roman Reigns' son, has just passed away.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Speaking of Roman Reigns, I don't know. It's at this point, it's kind of hard to tell what they want to do with him. You know, we all know where he should be going, what he should be doing. But so far, especially with current storylines, you know, the current champions in place and other such factors, you know, they're still talking about The Rock and Cody. It really makes you wonder what they plan to do with Roman Reigns. That's why I wondered, is Cody Rhodes going to end up losing that championship before WrestleMania? I don't know. Maybe Roman Reigns eventually screws Cody Rhodes, right? And Solo Sikoa maybe picks up the title. I don't know. The only thing that was a must-do after dethroning Roman Reigns after that historic run was to make sure that, wow, that is it. That is all. 2 falls. I don't know. Actually, I missed some of the match. Did Queen Dust get a fall? Wow, that's back-to-back losses to Melissa Diamond from Team Dogface. She's the reigning defending TWA Women's World Champion. And I know she got 2 straight falls there. What I don't know is if Queen Dust got a fall or not. I don't know. Infinite Odie says no. Which champion is Melissa Archer? Melissa Diamond? We have too many Melissas on the roster. She's the TWA Women's World Champion. Alright, so we're going to see, before we see the future Mufasa taking on Cruz del Toro, we are going to see Mickie James and Trish Stratus go at it. But we're going to have a very special matchup for those two. Very special matchup indeed. We're going to have a TWA lockdown knockout between Mickie James and Trish Stratus. For those of you who don't know what that is, you're locked inside 4 sides of steel. The only way to escape that cage is by knocking out your opponent. And we're going to have Trish Stratus and Mickie James locking horns, and their rivalry, as we talked about earlier today, dates back many years. One of the greatest rivalries in the women's division ever. Mickie James, of course, coming from Team Luke the Gooner 94, part of Hardcore Country with Mickey's protege, Alexis James. Where the hell's Mickie? Where'd you go, Mickie? There you are. Don't be hiding. So Mickie James versus Trish Stratus.
I'm here, buddy.
1v1 inside the lockdown knockout steel cage. Time to turn and burn. Let's get the action underway. Alright, I got to issue the payout from the last match too, if there is one. Whoa, what do we got going on here? We got some redemptions happening here. January wants Melissa Diamond. Alright, that sounds fantastic, actually. She also wants P. Jackson. She said, fuck it, I'm going to challenge both champions. It's actually a good time to do that, actually, because, I mean, we just had our last SPV. We do have a couple of ranked superstars that could challenge, but we don't have any other than the Junior World Champion. Actually, wait a minute. Yeah, we do have a Junior. Melissa Archer's the only challenger outside the rankings right now. Everybody else is up in the air. I mean, obviously, there's a top 10. But January's in the top 10 anyway, so that doesn't even really matter. But so it's a great time for her to redeem, or for your team to redeem. Here we go. From Team Luke the Gooner 94, Mickie James in the house.
Making her way to the ring from Richmond, Virginia, Hey, where's the horse? What are you talking about? The high horse, this superstar.
I did not open a betting line for this one.
She better be ready. Trish Stratus has a chip on her
The last time we opened the main line, there was only 470 placed in the betting pool, and that was all for Queen Dust. No love for Melissa Diamond, who happened to win the match. You know what else I have to do is I have to look around and see who we're going to invade after the show. Got to show some love and support to our other community members, but I don't know who's doing what, so I'm going to look right now. Hey, Curleedy is live. Man, we haven't stopped in to see Curleedy in a long time. So that's an option. Curleedy playing Dragon Quest VIII. Curleedy's been a member of TWA for a long time, but I almost never catch Curleedy when they're live. How cool is that? For anybody that's new or hasn't met Curleedy, absolutely amazing human being. And here we go, the cage has been lowered. Lockdown knockout time. Who's it going to be, Trish or Mickey?
I do like Trish Stratus, but all this was really good.
No, yeah, you're right, it really is. I'm impressed with the Mickey, too. I finally got a good Dr. Britt Baker. I can't remember from where, but I think Joe Link might have messaged me. The one I had was actually pretty good, too, but this one not only looks a bit better, has a better moveset. I wasn't entirely happy with Dr. Britt Baker's original moveset. So this one that Joe Link directed me to is definitely better. Only says posted in redemptions. Fantastic. Wants to become a 2-time sextuplet champion. That would be fucking amazing. I mean, it would be amazing if anybody did that again. Nobody has come close. You know, we're 5 seasons deep, and January is the only person that has ever done that. And then, of course, that was in season 4. Season 4 was crazy. I mean, if you remember, that's when even Archer went on his legendary run. He had the Legends Championship, so he beat Mr. Perfect, who at the time was seemingly impossible to beat. Archer defeated Mr. Perfect for the championship and then went on and defended the championship 27 times. It was insane. And then he ended up dropping the title to Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, of all people. That's who dethroned Archer in season 4. And Archer has never even come close to that kind of run since. That's not possible, only because B is part of the Undisputed Kingdom now with Julia Jackson. Yeah, they just won the tag titles. Yeah, of course, yeah. I mean, you can refund your... Can you not... Oh, you have no PC. Right. I keep forgetting. But we're keeping the 2... Yeah, no, we're not... I almost deleted those 2. We want to make sure we keep the redemptions for January and Melissa Diamond and January versus B. Jackson. All right. You know what's funny is one of our community members actually redeemed a championship matchup and the wrestler was already a champion. Apparently they didn't see that show or the VOD. or Joe Link's match recaps and highlights. It was a little funny. So far, this matchup's been pretty much all Mickie James. Oh, nice recovery. Looked like Trish was going to try and turn things around there, but Mickie was like, "Nuh-uh, bitch."
I'd love to see these two have a steel cage back. Like, I think these women in the 40s, they both could still have a hell of a match together.
Oh yeah, they can still go. I mean, I think Mickie James is probably better, more capable of putting on a great match because she's stayed more active than Trish. But to be honest, the last few times Trish come back, she did look good. Just not as good as Mickie James, though.
That match with Becky Lynch was really good.
It was. It was. I was kind of hoping after Nick Aldis came over that Mickie would follow. Not gonna lie there. Mickie James is, to me, she could still be a very pivotal part of the women's division.
She's not fucking, the thing is though, she's not ruled out,
and that is it, that is all. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match from Team Luke the Gooner 94, one half of Hardcore Country, Mickie James picking up the big W over Trish Stratus in the lockdown knockout. All right.
I think this Mickie James actually pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Stash LaPanda, what's going on, homie? What you doing? I've been excellent. How are you doing? We've had a serious lack of shoutouts today. Good thing Oni's been getting some of them going on.
Right, so I'm going to head off now.
All right, my friend, we've only got one match left anyways. That's going to be the future Mufasa versus Cruz Del Toro, and that's coming up right now. But lurk away, watch your TNA. Make sure you keep... Look at that, he left before I was done talking. How dare he? Did you see that, Moon? He just up and left. Picked up his ball and ran down the court. All right. The final go-home happy match of the day. From Team Mufasa HCC, it is going to be the future Mufasa taking on Cruz Del Toro. And then we are going to invade our community member and show them a little love and support and check out their content and see what's going on over there. All right, here we go. It is the future Mufasa taking on Cruz Del Toro. Their rivalry dates back all the way to when Mufasa very first inked a contract. He was getting... I mean, they immediately started razzing Mufasa for whatever reason. I don't know if they've got history outside the business or what the story is. But they did nothing but harass Mufasa ever since inking a contract until the point Mufasa decided, hey, let's do it. Mufasa actually lost his very first matchup. Has not looked back ever since. So here we go. Mufasa versus Cruz Del Toro. They are running it back one more time. And then it is invasion time. So make sure you stick around for the invasion. Help us support our community member. And show them some support as they put out some more content, just like we are doing. A couple more people have already dropped out. I like it when people stick around for the invasions. If you have to invade and run, that's okay. But you always stick around for at least the initial invasion. Stash says, I'm chilling, just here to show some love. Appreciate that, and you are welcome for the shout out. You are always welcome. The future Mufasa. I'm telling you, the guy lost his very first matchup and has not looked back since. Yeah, that's what I was saying. They immediately started harassing and razzing Mufasa. I don't know what was going on with that. Like, do they have a history outside the business, Mufasa? Like, how'd that all start? Like, why did they just suddenly single out Mufasa? But yeah, no, as I was saying, Mufasa hasn't looked back since that loss. You know, he hasn't won every single multi-man matchup he's been a part of, but when it comes to one-on-one matches, he has not lost a matchup since that first match. And here comes Cruz del Toro. Who do you guys got winning this, Cruz or Mufasa? I think so too. I think Mufasa is also a future title holder. I mean, he's been a champion before, so he's no stranger to gold. And of course his wife Anna Jay. I think it's his wife. Perhaps we should call her Mrs. Mufasa. Was your first match a victory? It must have been the second match that was a loss then. I know it was one of them. One of the first matches was a loss, and I know he hasn't looked back since then. For some reason I thought Santos beat him. And then Mufasa won a backstage fight. Boyfriend and girlfriend, not husband and wife. Gotcha. I knew it was something of that effect. Either way, both doing very, very well in their careers thus far. Good to see. I mean, not every debut goes as planned. I mean, if you ask Team Glenola, I think when Alan Severn first inked a contract, I think he lost his first several matches. Now, to be fair, a lot of those were multi-man matches. That guy likes to fight. He was just picking a fight with everybody. Ended up in a lot of multi-man matches as a result. Won some, lost some. But as far as singles matches go, it took a while. Oh, look, speaking of Mrs. Archer. Why am I rude? Did you call? I'm looking right now. Oh, you text me. Sorry, honey. There, I text you back. I text you back. I apologize. It's Moonrider and Mufasa's fault. It's their fault. It doesn't show you called. Oh, yes, it does. Weird. It didn't ring through. Well, we're on our last match, my love. So I will call you as soon as this matchup is over. It's not lies. I sent her a text says nothing but love. She says lies. It's not lies. How dare you? This is literally our last match of the day. And then we're going to be invading another channel. And I'll call as soon as I'm done. Hey, at least you popped in. So there is some benefit to that. My lack of response brought you into the show. See how that works? Even if you did call me rude boy. You know, don't say hello first. Just rude boy. You been hanging out with Glenola? Anyways, yeah, but I will call you. Mufasa says, yikes, looks like Archer's in trouble. It's your fault, Mufasa. I blame you. You were distracting my attention. You had my arm twisted. Expected full attention while you were talking. Therefore, I was ignoring Mrs. Archer. But anyways. So yeah, make sure everybody stays tuned for Joe Link's match recaps and highlights once he catches up anyways. Poor guy, he was still catching up. He had just caught up with all the house shows, and then he was moving on. He started doing the Hall of Legends show. And of course, we finished our Women's World Tag Team Championship tournament after the Hall of Legends show was in the books. So he has the rest of that show plus the remainder of the tournament. And now he's got a whole other show to catch up on. But stay tuned. Joe does a great job recapping and highlighting all of the matches from the shows. And then, of course, don't forget to watch the VOD. And remember, the first two matches of the show are on VOD number 1. We did have a bit of a crashing incident after the second match of the day. So yeah, make sure you check out the VODs. There is 2 of them. And then watch out for Joe Link's match recaps and highlights, because they're always well done. We're, of course, going to be invading here in a few moments. Well, not a few moments. I shouldn't say that. I don't know how long the match is going to be. Right now, Cruz del Toro doing his thing. Mufasa wearing a crimson mask. Looks like Cruz del Toro is actually getting the better of Mufasa. But, I mean, Mufasa is one of those guys that can get beat down and make the comeback of a lifetime, so you never know what's going to happen. You could have called me penis face. Well, you know, I guess I appreciate that. But now technically you just called me penis face anyways. You just did it anyways. But anyways, what were you saying, Moonrider? Ah. Right. Oh, see? See what I mean? Mufasa was literally getting his ass handed to him. And he's just got away with it. I mean, the beginning of the matchup, it was fairly, you know, back and forth. But I mean, Cruz del Toro had him busted open. Look at him. He's wearing a crimson mask there. He was working Mufasa. And then Mufasa finally, I don't know, something just clicks in Mufasa. He capitalizes on the smallest little mistake. And there you have it. The winner of the match over Cruz del Toro from Team Mufasa HCC. It is the future Mufasa picking up the big W. So, I mean, we were just talking about that. He could make a comeback. Cruz was whooping that ass, though. I don't know. But congratulations to Team Mufasa. Another win over Legado del Fantasma. Yeah. And, of course, he was a part of the LWO as well. See, you can't. I don't even know why they want him on their team. You can't trust that guy. You don't know which way he's going. You cannot trust that guy. Truth be told, though, Cruz del Toro is a good wrestler. He really is.
He's fantastic alongside
Yeah. I really like Cruz del Toro. I think they could be doing a better job with him. I don't think, like, they're not using him to his full potential. But alright, so we all know that Wrestle Wars Genesis will be a little less than a week away. It'll be Wednesday. But in addition to Wrestle Wars Genesis, and of course continuing the road to the 4th annual TWA Bash at the Beach, we also have something else in store for after the show. A lot of the times we have Go Home Happy matches like today. We're going to have ourselves a Go Home Happy tournament. Check this out. This is the tournament we're going to be having at the 4th annual TWA Bash at the... That's not what I want. I hate when I get button happy. It is a tag team tournament. And it is for the vacant Women's Junior World Tag Team Championship. It is a Gold Rush tournament, and check out the Vixen Villainy in the quarterfinals. It is going to be absolute fire. In addition to an absolute fire Wrestle Wars Genesis card unveiling a new arena, it is going to be an absolute fire day, so you don't want to miss it. That'll be episode number 593. Continuing the road to our 4th annual TAW Bash at the Beach. Lots to look forward to. Moon Raider, I want to thank you for being on the broadcast today. I hope you come back. I mean, you now have keys to the kingdom, so anytime we are live and you want to join the broadcast booth, feel free to do so. Luke is always here, yawning and belching and having snacks and, you know, being Luke. So it's always good to talk to somebody that's not doing some of those things. So that, you know, it was nice. This was your first time on the broadcast booth, too. So we really appreciate you being here. I was hoping Boss Apollo might join us just because, you know, it would have been nice to say happy birthday in person. It's his birthday today. Again, feel free to say happy birthday to him on our Discord. There is a post on there. Again, it's Boss Apollo's birthday. One of his superstars, actually, Joe Davis, just became world champion 2 days ago. Now he's celebrating his birthday. He's got a lot of celebrating to do. So, understandable why he wasn't here. Hopefully, you know, he should be partying, have a good time, and join his family. But anyways, we are going to invade Curlidi, who I have not invaded in a very long time. Been a community member for a long time. Had their own wrestler for quite a spell. I think we're talking about season 2 and 3. But a great personality, great human being, variety streamer, streams all kinds of different things. So we're going to go over there, show some love and support. And it was great. It was nice to have the broadcast booth back, because I haven't done one in a long time, just because of my current living circumstances. I don't always want to have... It's an extra inconvenience if you're hearing somebody talking constantly, depending on where you are in the house. And so I've been eliminating the broadcast booth for most of our shows. Today I was like, well, you know, what the hell? It's been a long time. People have been asking. I've even had some people... Because we, of course, with Action Zone Wrestling, which we aren't doing live anymore anyways, we had to summon the host, because that was one show we had no broadcast booth for. So, you know, there's been requests for summon the host. There's been people wanting the broadcast booth back, and I thought, fuck it, let's do it, and roll with the punches. And it was a great show. I mean, it pissed me off that we crashed after that second matchup, but it is what it is. So 2 VODs to check out. It was a great show. And we're now officially on the road to our 4th annual TAW Bash at the Beach. I'll see everybody on the other side. We're going to invade right now. Uh-oh, I think Curlidi might have went offline. Hold on. We might have to choose a different destination. Yep, Curlidi is Gonski. Well now, doesn't that change the landscape of things? Let's see. Oh, yeah, somebody I started recently following. Give me a second. Oops. It's Josh Alba is the name of the channel. So we'll go and check out. They're actually running a wrestling show right now. Look at all the band hammers being dropped by Infinite Oni. He's all over the bots today. Thank you very much, Oni. You're appreciated. Alright, so we're doing that instead. We don't have as many viewers now, simply because I think we sent most of our folks over to the offline channel, and they didn't come back. We'll give it a few seconds here to see if people come back. We got 4 viewers right now ready for the invasion. We had 13, though. The problem is I initiated a raid. I didn't realize Curly had went offline. I don't think others are coming back. I think it is what it is, but that's okay. Great show. We're going to invade. It's Josh Alba. I'll see everybody Wednesday for Wrestle Wars Genesis. We are unveiling a brand new arena. It's going to be a fun evening, as always. We'll see you then. And, of course, again, stay tuned for Joe Link's match recaps and highlights. And, of course, we'll be having ourselves some Action Zone Wrestling house shows in between today's show and Wednesdays. Toodles!